Wowee. What do you make of that then? What a crazy day of drama. It's all happening on planet Earth today. What a strange, strange, strange world we live in. Where is it all leading? Will it ever be the same again?
Are you ready? Are you ready? Come check this. Are you ready? Are you ready? Come check this. Are you ready? Are you ready? Come check this.
What on earth is going on in the world today? It's a strange one, that's for sure. Will anything ever be the same again? I doubt it. I doubt it will be. Hello, Mandy. Divine timing. Good to have you in the house, Mandy. I don't know what's happening in the world today. All I do know is it's strange, strange, strange. We do live in a strange times indeed. Hey, I don't know what's going on except that it's crazy. It's crazy and it's wavy. What on earth is going on? And will we ever know? The only thing that makes sense to me is that aliens are running the show. So anyway, hope everyone's well. Don't be shy. Oh, I don't know what that says, Brian. Me old son, I don't know what that says. Oh, we all do and got our tinfoil hats on. No conspiracy theorists around here. What I've come to realise is that whatever's on TV is true. You know what I mean? If you see it in the movies, it's got to be true. Don't you agree? If you see it in the movies, it's got to be true. Oh my goody gosh gum gimmity gummity gum. What on earth is happening in the world today? It's a crazy one. It's leaving everyone scratching their heads. Yeah, I think I've got some keyboards I can send you. I've got some keyboards I can send you, Brian. That's not funny, is it? That's not funny. But we do need to get Justin a computer, don't we? Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Computers are good to have. Yes, please. We need to get Justin one. So anyway, I'll be back in a mo.
Come check this. Are you ready? Are you ready?
So I'm sure, like the rest of you, you've read the indictment against President Bush. Got that wrong. I expect you've all read the indictment against President. He'll come to me. Give me a moment. Begins with a T. Yes, I'm only joking. I expect you've all read it. What an amazing document. Be back in a sec.
Are you ready? Are you ready? Come check this. Are you ready? Are you ready? Come check this.
Are you ready? Cutting edge, baby. You tell Justin it just broke me, and you tell Justin it broke me making it laugh outright. Okay. If Justin needs a PC, just ask of the cheapest possible PC on the internet going free. Sounds good. Well, I think more the merrier. More people start coming online, the merrier. So, I mean, basically, with this Trump business, if they, how are they going to prove whether he knew he was lying or not? And of course, my question would be, who told him? Who told him the election was stolen? There's a little something in the let me get it up. There's a little something in the indictment. One of the ladies who was working for him said something like, they're getting instructions from the, basically they asked, where is Trump getting all this from? And somebody said he's getting it from the mothership. Oh, where is it now? The indictment, yeah. It starts getting interesting on page 9 for me. Oh, I can't get it again. Okay, forget about it. Forget about it. It's all go in Mazaland soon. God, what a shambles. What a shambles the world is, eh? An absolute shambles, I tell you. The world is a goddamn shambles. Dan Watton in extra shit. Meghan Markle's podcasts getting shit reviews. And of course, America in uproar with a president indicted for the first time ever. Would I do radio, mate? I would love to do radio. I'd love to do radio, because remember, that was one of the things I grew up on, was Ambrose, what's his surname? Southern Sound, anyway. Ambrose Kurtyard. Well, that wasn't it. Let me try and say. So it was Southern Sound, Southern Sound Radio, Ambrose Kurtyard it was. Ambrose. It wasn't Ambrose Wilson. Ambrose Harcourt. That's it. Ambrose Harcourt. He's dead now. Let me show you the picture. Because this man, Ambrose Harcourt, man, I'm getting a bit choked up now. But this man is my hero. Oh God. It's alright. Let's do a bit of technical thing here. Here we go. Give me strength. This is my man. Well-known Southern radio presenter Ambrose Harcourt dies. This is the guy. This is my hero. This is my radio hero. This man's voice is silk. Was silk. We sadly won't get to hear Ambrose Harcourt speak anymore. But man, this man's voice was the most deliciously silky voice you could ever hope to hear. Sadly missed. The great, the wonderful, the irreplaceable Ambrose Harcourt. Former Southern Sound and Southern FM presenter and current Regency radio host Ambrose Harcourt has died. Ambrose, who lived in Worthing and was also known as Mr. Love, hosted radio shows for over 5 decades across Sussex and the south of England. He died at St. Barnabas Hospice in Worthing with his family by his side on August the 31st. Where was this? 2022. Ambrose also broadcast on other stations and in the area, including Juice FM, Arrow FM, Sovereign FM, and more recently on Regency Radio, a station he helped launch. Ambrose, whose real surname was came over to the UK from Nigeria alone to complete his education as the oldest child of a large family in 1964. First to Norwich and then to King's Lynn. His love of music began at college in 1969, where he and some close friends set up a company that ran events and concerts. Anyway, look, suffice to say, it was Ambrose Harcourt who, well, he was just amazing. You know what I mean? He's just amazing. We all love and put a bit of effort in, yes. Oh, I do miss Ambrose. I do miss Ambrose. Such a shame. Can we ever hear a little bit of Ambrose? Let's see if we can. Ambrose Harcourt. You may even be able to hear a bit of his voice. Wouldn't that be lovely? Here we got his voice. We're gonna listen to Ambrose. So let's kill the music. Over to Ambrose on Facebook. Oh, okay. Just listen to this man. Ambrose, you are sadly missed, sir. Sadly missed.
This is Ambrose Harcourt, Vice President of Chestnut Tree House and St. Barnabas House. I've been asked to pick 3 songs that will hopefully lift spirits. I've also looked at uplifting songs because we all need cheering up and putting smiles on all our faces. Hope you like them and please send in your choices. The first one is by Diana Ross, a song called It's My House. The message from the government and to all our family, friends and loved ones and to you is to stay home and stay safe. The best place for staying safe, well and peaceful is the house or flat that we all live in. And in this classic from Diana Ross, she delivers the message with some great lyrics. We can spend more time at home and get to do all those things we promised ourselves will get done. At least we can make a start and see how far we go. Song number 1, Diana Ross, It's My House. And our second choice is from Maxi Priest. The song is called Wild World. There's another version of this song by Cat Stevens, but this one is uplifting and tells the story of what kind of world we live in now and what it might be like when all this has passed on. This affects.
Thank you, Ambrose. Thank you. Hasn't he got a lovely voice? Of course he has. Mandy says we all deserve a voice, do we? Yeah, we're all allowed our voices. That's right. But of course, if we know what we're saying is false, you can be pulled up in court for that now. It's happened to Donald Trump. So if anyone out there, let this be a lesson even. Not a listen, a lesson. Let this be a lesson to everyone out there. If you're saying things that you know aren't true, you're in trouble. So don't do it. Stop it. Don't do it anymore. Mandy, I've had to show one of your messages. Isn't that funny? Oh, another moderator. So who's my moderator? There's a moderator out there which I don't know about. Let me go and check. There's a moderator on the loose. On the loose. Who have I given the moderator to? Brian PC hasn't even got a moderator. And he's the sponsor of the show. So I cannot see any moderators out there. I've only got Restream bot. Oh, it was a bot. Oh, mystery solved. Mystery solved. It was a bot. It was a bot. Wow. Well, I'll be blown. We had a bot taking care of things. Well, I've got rid of the bot now. I'm in charge. I'm in charge of the chat room. Thank you very much. It was a night bot, yeah. Hey, listen, I haven't even given Brian PC the spanner, and he's the sponsor of the show. God, remember I gave Dave Stranger the spanner once, and he had to. Oh my God, how embarrassing! I gave Dave Strange the spanner once, and then one night I got pissed and done a show, and he had to do a public statement. He had to fucking write a fucking public statement. What a prick. So he wrote a public statement saying, I can no longer be Matt Taylor's mod. I just have to go away. I can't watch Matt Taylor. But of course, I'm more than happy to watch it if the mouse reruns it. What a plonker. Hey, listen, last man standing. Who's the last man standing? Who else is out there? Keep doing it. Answers on a postcard to Hoax Police. P.O. Box up your bottom. Spanner Wars, yeah, of course. And then I think what was her name? Nadia had the spanner, and then there were videos. There were freaking videos made about Nadia having the spanner. What a crazy time that was. But listen, they were the good old times, weren't they? Hey, they were the good old times. And now, of course, we've lost Bex and Freddie. They're lost. Never going to come back. By all looks of it, we've lost Paddy. Paddy's gone. The toxic couple themselves, Emily and Harry, gone. Haven't seen them. I know Paris went live last night. I saw it in the morning. But I just want to say to Paris, don't go through with it, mate. You will regret it. That's all I want to say on the subject. I've said it. We're all out opinion. Like Mandy said, we're all allowed our voice. And the only thing I want to say on that subject is don't do it. You will regret it. Mutation is not the way forward. And I mean that with concern in my heart, you know what I mean? Anyway. How on earth can they find Trump guilty when all he has to tell the jury is who told him the election was rigged? I'm free tomorrow night, says Brian. Well, there you go. Brian's free tomorrow night. Anyone, if you want to take him up on that offer? It's Gay Pride weekend. Interesting. But it's just not the same, is it? It's not the same as it used to be. It's not the same as it used to be. And that's why, I mean, we do need... I mean, Brian is the best. Brian is the most generous. But the benefits of getting computers out to people is that they haven't got an excuse then not to go live. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? We need more people going live. That's what I'm saying. All good things come to an end. Brian will be free after 8 p.m. tomorrow. There you go. God. Well, look, that's it, really. It's 10 to 11. It's Gay Pride weekend. A lot of shit's going to go down. You know what I mean? I'll be out with my gay mates over the weekend. And I have got gay friends. A lot of people think I'm homophobic. Nothing could be further from the truth, man. You know what I mean? Nothing could be further from the truth. We had Simon. He's dead now. Simon Fisher. You may know Simon Fisher's sister called Alison Fisher. She was a snooker champion. Simon Fisher was a friend of the family. Way back, you know. And one of my earliest memories was visiting Simon in a hospital because he'd been beaten up for being gay. And it was heartbreaking seeing a family friend in the hospital bed, bandaged up, beaten black and blue. And I was introduced to extreme homophobia from a very young age by seeing the family friend, Simon, beaten, but still smiling at me because he didn't want to worry me seeing him in such a vulnerable sight. So, you know, come on, I'm Brightonian, born and bred, for goodness sake. Homosexuality is like, it's part of the culture down here, you know? And so to call me homophobic is like calling the Pope a Satanist. You know what I mean? Night, Matt, you tired? Yes. Oh, you tried. Night, Matt, you tried. So there you go. Mandy's off anyway. Mandy's off with her pug. I always try. Well, I make sure I do or die. Yeah, so what was I getting at? I'm out with my gay mates over the weekend. Yes, I may end up sucking a bit of cock on Saturday night. But hey, don't make me gay. It just makes me a giving person, I think, you know. And, of course, I'll be sucking cock in a 69, which is always nice. It's good to give and receive, don't you think? I'm only joking. If anyone find what I'm saying now a bit kind of like a bit risque, Can I just remind you all, this is an adult show, and we're all having a laugh, and we're all adults, you know? We're all adults, aren't we? I called it too soon, yeah. Matt, have a lollipop instead. No. A lollipop or a 6-incher. Come on. The 6-incher will always win. And who doesn't like sucking on a 6-incher? I certainly do. And so, yeah, I may well suck a bit of cock Saturday night. And I may well have a bit of penetrative sex up the anus. But that don't make me gay. I think that just makes me a willing participant, put it that way. No, I'm only joking. I'm only joking. Sussex police say I can't go to Sussex police say I cannot go to gay pride because of security concerns. So regrettably, I won't be sucking dick and I won't be having penetrative sex up the anus, which is a bit of a, you know, a slap in the face really, when I was bloody looking forward to it. I recommend it for everyone, at least once a year. I like to do it on gay pride, but I'm only joking, okay? Look, I'm just sat here talking into a microphone. I'm coming out with rubbish. Don't worry about it. There's no need to report it. But because I'm so traumatized about coming on to YouTube, I will put this on private afterwards. And I was writing a blog today, and the blog was about every single day since 18th of November last year has been a nightmare for me. And so I'm doing this under duress. I mean, I'm trying my best. I am. I'm trying my fucking best. Just to give you lots of entertainment. Just to give you some space to talk in the chat room. Because I know what it's like to have someone go live. It's fun. It's exciting. You know, it's better than TV. But listen, I've said this so many times before. You've got to take everything I say with a pinch of salt and a sniff of paprika. I'm only joking. No need. There is no need to contact the police about anything I say on YouTube. And everyone who has contacted the police, have got connections with a certain Brighton-based satanic cretin. No, Brian. You only need a sniff of paprika. Too much lashings of paprika will spoil it. So take everything I say with a pinch of salt and a sniff of paprika. Oh, it's been a long time since I've given out that one, haven't I? We're coming up to half an hour, ladies and gentlemen. A sniff. That's it. We like a bit of sniff. Coming up to half an hour. Remembering Ambrose Harcourt. We all love a bit of Ambrose Harcourt. What sniff? Do you remember sniff? I remember sniff coming in a little metal box. I took the lid off, and I've forgotten what colour. Maybe a grey colour, brown colour. Had a brown colour maybe. So take a little, sniff it up. Oh, lovely. Oh, have I told you about time? Have I told the time when I had cocaine? I'm sure a lot of you heard. It was at the Catfish Club, right, in Brighton. I must have been about 20 or maybe. Yeah, I was before Hong Kong, so I was like 24, 25, right? I was sniff, not snuff. Oh, snuff. Okay, yeah. I must have meant snuff. Sniff, snuff. Anyway, so I had a bit of cocaine, right? I was down the Catfish Club. And then it hit. The fuck, I came up on the cocaine. Right? This was years ago, everyone. No need to fucking contact Sussex Police. Anyway, I came up on the cocaine. And man, I felt like on top of the world. I felt as if I am the man. And I kid you not, walking across the dance floor, I snogged 6 of the most beautiful women on the dance floor. They were just attracted to me, man. Like I was like a big bit of shit and they were like the flies and they just flocked to me. Because I was exuding. I was giving off such amazing alpha vibes, you know what I mean? Yeah, man. And then, of course, I was strutting around like I owned the world, snogged 6 women, most beautiful women. I was like on top of the world. And then when the cocaine started wearing off, the women came back for more, you know, hey, take me home. And I was like, I didn't have the confidence to deal with it. And that's what made me think then. I said, no, I will never do cocaine again. Because I don't want a drug. I don't want to rely on a drug to make me feel that confident. You know what I mean, y'all? I wanted to be that confident without a drug. And I tell you, I never touched it again. I never touched it again. Number one, it's too expensive. I've never been able to afford cocaine. I've always been a soft drugs man myself. No time for drugs, says Brian. Yeah. My first, so I worked back at 16 years old during summer holidays. I was about 15 actually. During the summer holidays, I worked in a factory over in Portslade. Done a summer job in the factory. And it was working at the factory. I brought a little teenth of blow. And I remember I rolled it up. Well, me and my mate rolled it up. And I smoked it. And I got sick. I was sick. I had a massive bad reaction to it. So I was like, I'm not going to touch drugs. And I didn't touch drugs until I was 21. Until, funny enough, Simon, gay Simon, the one I was telling you about. When I was 21, he gave me a bit of dope and some chocolate. And he said, melt it all together. And man, that was when I first got stoned. It was amazing. So I first got stoned at 21 and I didn't look back. And it's only now, actually, at 52, that I've given up drugs. Yeah, I'm giving it up. I've given up substance misuse. Look, what am I trying to say? I have lived. This last year, every day has been a nightmare since November the 18th. And I want to tell you something else as well. I was arrested on the 8th of March as well. So everything that happened to me on the 18th of November 22 happened again on the 8th of March 2023. And so I am traumatized, man. Every day is traumatic for me because I wake up not knowing what's going to happen. Because I'm in a position now in which thugs dressed up in Sussex police uniforms can force entry into my home, put me in handcuffs, throw me in the back of a police van and throw me in the police cell without any idea of when I'm going to come out. And before that happens, they hold me down and make me watch them go through my house, take everything what they want. Now, a lot of people out there haven't experienced that, but I have. And it's soul destroying. It is soul destroying. Off the pot or whatever, I haven't been on the pot for ages. for months. I did have a relapse. Actually, a couple of weeks ago, because Plisco, AJ, Jones, that group contacted the bevy, told them I'm a nonce. So thanks for that. So the only time I do go back to soft drugs is when I have setbacks. Big shout out to KT. Yeah, so you know, I've got that to sort out, and I can't leave the boys in the bevy thinking I'm a nonce. You know what I mean? So I've got that to sort out. But yeah, every day has been a fucking goddamn living nightmare. And what? Because I come on YouTube. Because I fucking come on YouTube. No, Plisco. I'm not letting you on. You're a dick brain. I'm not letting people on who've hurt me. You know, you've hurt me, Plisco. You've taken away my channel numerous occasions. You fucking spread false information out about me. And you still expect to come on. You still expect me to offer you some friendship or respect. That ain't gonna happen, you idiot. And you should know that. This is how do you really expect to treat people the way you treat them and for them to fucking treat you with kindness? It doesn't happen that way, Plisco. No, we're not going to talk about it because I've got nothing to discuss it with you, Plisco. You understand? I don't need to talk to you. No, Plisco. No. You aren't a part of my life. Okay? You have caused me loss. You've caused me loss. How do you think you have won when you haven't got the balls to do what I do? You haven't got the balls to do it. You haven't got the balls to come on and do your own show. So bye-bye, you bellend. I don't give a flying fuck what you have to say. By 20 minutes or so, fast forward and hear that name. Yeah, he is Val. Posting me onto a website calling me a nonce or a scammer. But yet he would want to be your friend, Katie. I know. These people are off their head. And I personally, this is just my opinion, I think they're all members of a national satanic paedophile ring. That's the only thing that makes sense. And because they're so sad and pathetic. Hello, Brian. Hello, Brian.
Yeah, I got my name round the right way this time.
Well, it's Intel is still back to front on the screen.
Oh, is it? Just right. Oh, it is on Restream, but it's not on YouTube. How's that?
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah. Oh well. Hi, A1000, Mandy Marlins. Everyone in chat. Hope you're all well. Doing fine. A bit tired, but I'm doing okay, Matt. I was just asking you a question about stuff. How are you feeling after giving up all the drugs? Do you feel kind of more in control and better?
Oh
and stuff?
God, yeah. I feel a lot more you know, with it.
I told you I was right, wasn't I? You got more in control, and you're more, you know, you're not so stuck with that, you know, getting your head all confused with daft stuff and thoughts. And,
Hey, listen, I had to do the journey myself. I don't think there's any kind of worth in trying to tell people how to lead lives. You just have to give them advice, and let them decide themselves what they want to do.
Yeah.
I mean, what convinced me to give up all my vices was my son saying to me he wants me around for another 20 years.
Well, yeah.
And the
That
only
helps.
way I will kind of like, you know, hope to achieve hanging around for another 20 years is if I give up my vices. So it was my son who kind of like prompted me to make the change.
Yeah, I tried that years ago when I was young, and I just fell asleep. I honestly, I was just like, I couldn't do it, and I thought that's not good for me. So it's one of those things, isn't it? It's not for everyone.
And everyone has to come to their own conclusion and make their own decision to change their ways, you know.
I'm currently helping a young man get off that as well. He's got
good.
issues with it, so yeah. But he's getting there. He's doing well. I mean, people will have relapses. It's just part of an addictive substance.
I've had a relapse.
Yeah,
I had a
but that's
relapse.
normal. That's okay. It's normal. You know, it's okay.
It doesn't help with the drug dealer texting you saying, "Oh, we got some lovely stuff in." That doesn't help. But listen, temptation will always be there.
Well, the thing is, you know, it's like coffee, you know, or tea. You can have it anytime you like. You know, it's there. You could probably get it anytime you like. It's probably everywhere. And it can be a terrible habit if you do too much of it, or if you have too much of one thing. So all in.
Is moderation the word you're looking for?
Yeah, moderation. I'm just reading the chat as well. I'm just trying to say, like.
Hey, listen. To be fair, I have enjoyed. Because I didn't start drugs until I was 21, and I think that's a very good thing. I felt as if I allowed my brain to develop, and then I hit the drugs, because I'm not into all these teenagers taking it. It fucks with your head.
Yeah, I mean,
your mind.
It's not to say people shouldn't try it, or well, a lot of people shouldn't try it, but that's for sure. But the idea of being addicted to something is never a good one. You know, no matter what it is. I mean, unless it's love, you know, we're all addicted to our parents, right? You get love for your parents. I mean, that's addictive, right? You get love from your partner, from your family. That's addictive, right? You feel good. Nothing wrong with that. You know.
Well, funny enough, I remember my mother used to say to me, Matthew, we'll always have a mother and son relationship, even in heaven. And I used to go, oh, shut up, Mum, bloody hell. It's hard enough having a relationship with you in life, and now you're telling me I'm stuck with you in the afterlife.
See, that's
go, oh, thank you very much, you chauvinist pig.
Well, that's a parent's love, though, isn't it? It's just even in death, they want you, you know, when they're dead, they want you to do well, they want you to know that they love you. You know, after it, you know, it's just an amazing thing about a parent. I think I've said the same thing to mine, so yeah, it's just the way you feel about it.
Yeah, of course. I mean, it was only joking aside, and we have, well, blood ties. Talking about blood ties, I've got my my family do coming up, not next week. I'm so looking forward to it, because that's ultimately, and I don't know whether it's the same for you as well or other members in the audience, I personally feel most at home, most myself when I'm around my family. Around my cousins, my aunties and uncles. I love them to bits.
I mean, I have the odd glass of champagne, you know, if I'm with family or a New Year or something. I'll have the, you know, maybe a couple of glasses of champagne in the last 30 years. I'm fine with that. You know, a couple of pints with my dad. I had once or twice, maybe. I really don't drink or anything, but I enjoy it. It's better that way. That way I don't, you know, wake up the next morning feeling terrible, because it is a poison, you know, especially if you overdo it. My goodness. And it's a waste of money as well. We can't all afford it right now. It's
I'm not particularly looking forward to getting poisoned.
Yeah, just don't do it then. That's don't, like, you've got to, you know, remain
I am
strong.
going to do it. I am going to do it, and I'm going to pay
your resolve. Stay firm in your resolve, Matt.
No.
That you're not going to poison yourself because you're doing it for yourself.
I'm doing it because, listen, I'm doing it because I'm going to have more fun being intoxicated around my family.
Is it about you, though, having fun, or is it about everyone enjoying it?
It's about me having fun, and it's, you know, it's about breaking it. It'll mean breaking a habit of a lifetime. And I have broken a habit of a lifetime, but I've made a decision. I am going to get drunk with my family next weekend. not the weekend coming, the weekend after. And and that will be me poisoning myself for a long time afterwards. I mean, yeah, but
till the next time then.
Yeah, until the next time, yeah. And there always will be a next time. You know what I mean? There always will be a next time.
Just don't be binge drinking. That's more dangerous than a regular drink. So,
well, it would be binge drinking, wouldn't it? Because I'll be
it's a worry, isn't it? Know your limits.
It's going to be fun. But what I do is I pace myself. I'll in between the pints and all the spirits, I'll have a glass of water.
All right,
I like to pace myself. So, even when I do drink, I'm a sensible drinker.
Yeah, do you have like Pro Plus caffeine tablets or something while you drink as well?
So I used to have them in the... the only time I took those Pro Plus tablets was in the army training.
Yeah, that they're quite good actually, but sometimes when you need to sleep, you cannot sleep when you've had them. They really mess you up. But to keep you sober, they're pretty good. If you actually need to drink, but you can have non-alcoholic beer as well. Just don't tell anyone.
Well, that's what I drink at the moment.
Yeah,
that's what I drink on the weekends. Yeah,
non-alcohol.
No, but I'm very happy with giving up drinking.
Pineapple juice, orange juice. You feel energized. Have you ever been to a party and or a gathering and everyone's drunk and you're the only one sober?
Not yet, I haven't, no.
Right, okay. So have you ever seen a bunch of squaddies totally drunk?
Oh, when I'm on duty, of course, that's a different thing, isn't it?
Right. So the way I see it is I don't want to be one of them. I'd rather be the one that was helping them, or protecting them.
Well, you're a helping, sharing guy, aren't you, Brian?
No, not always.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm just being honest. I'm not always there for folk when they need it because I can't be.
Okay, that's cool.
Just being honest.
Can't
always be there.
Be honest. Yeah.
Like the Green Cross Code, man. When you're a kid, I can't always be there when you cross the road. I can't. It's simple.
I always say to my kids, look, you can rely on me, except between Mondays and Fridays, 9 and 6. But I'm making a point that you can rely on me when I'm available. If I'm not available, you buy yourselves, kids. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, I suppose that's a good way.
It's reality, isn't it?
Themselves, They have to look after themselves, so they have to think about it as well.
Yeah. And of course, I grew up without a father, and I'm just so grateful I'm able to be in their lives. That's the main thing.
Yeah, me too. I grew up without a dad. Really, he wasn't allowed to be there and stuff, which was wild.
Right,
but similar. I mean, he was around. He just wasn't there all the time because of
circumstance.
Crazy stuff going on elsewhere. So.
Well, it's the same me. I'm no longer living with the kids, and it's heartbreaking. But the kids, they've got a good life. Their mother is a wonderful mother.
They're all grown up.
As long as I'm still in their life, that's the main thing.
Yeah, that's it. You're in contact with them, and they're living their life the way they want to, and they're doing well. And that's just if you've done that, you're probably too good a parent. And that is, some people think it's an issue, but I think it's just normal. That they're able to support themselves somehow. That's the best way. Because then they're making their own decisions.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. Surely, as a parent, for me personally, my role as a parent is to make them well-grounded adults in which they can live their lives independently. So I'm just nurturing them up until adulthood, and then they're off by themselves. So that's how I see it. I mean, of course, I want, I want to maintain a friendship with them. I don't want to say, right, you're adults, off you go. I'm never going to see you again.
Oh no, I mean that's difficult. If that happens, if you fall out with your kids or your kid falls out with you, and they go on a bender or something, that's crazy.
Oh, I'll dread that. I mean, Lewis wants to go to America and find his fortune.
Yeah.
Go for it, son. You know, he wants to play in sports, and he wants to, he wants to find his fortune
At least he knows.
anywhere.
Yeah, at least he knows
Anywhere.
what he wants. And a lot of
Yeah.
kids don't know what they want when they're young, and it's good to know what you want.
Yeah. Well, surely every kid will just know they want to be successful at whatever they do. I remember
Yeah.
that's how I remembered it. I mean, it was important that I had kids. It was important that I had a relationship.
Yeah, just to instill in them that don't let anyone take the wind out your sails. You know.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Yeah, good advice. Taking the wind out of one's sails. Yeah, it happens all the time, doesn't it?
Yeah, it can do. And that's the...
Well, it's happened to me. Mine, it's been really traumatic living this last year. I've been writing a blog about it today. Every day has been a nightmare since November the 8th. And then it happened again on the 8th of March. You know about that because you were kind enough to...
Therapeutic for you, though. I mean, writing about it and sort of getting it all out there. Yeah.
But of course, writing about it is only one... As a writer, you want people to read what you have to say.
Yeah, once everyone knows about it, then it'll be known, and that's what needs to happen. But I think.
I mean, that was what was it? Brian Harvey said, "I got to be part of the crew because I take it too well." And it's a compliment, but a bit of an insult. I'm not taking it well, to be fair. It has been really hard on me, and I'm suffering in ways that you lot don't know about because I keep it to myself.
Yeah. What's up, Mandy? No, it's not. What's not?
Cop out, Matt. I don't know what Mandy's saying now.
I don't know either.
Hopefully she'll tell us.
Tell us, Mandy. What you mean? Like what were you talking about?
But I do prefer to cop out of things. Why not? Love it.
Oh yeah, just like vanish.
Mm.
When your friend's dangling on a rope, just vanish, yeah. Sensible stuff like that, yeah. Jokes aside, though, I mean, it's good to be a dad.
Oh yeah,
I've enjoyed it.
I love it, yeah. And it's good to have good kids as well. I'd hate to be a father of horrible kids, but I haven't. But you would have failed as a father if you have got crappy kids, I feel.
Not always. I think some kids are just born to be bad and some aren't.
Ooh, I used to have this discussion with my mother a lot.
Some are, though. I mean, it's just the way it is. They're influenced by things they shouldn't be, and there's no telling them. And they've got medical issues and or mental issues, and you just and that's just something that has to be recognized early and dealt with, to help them, to support them, and to guide them the right way. It's not easy being a parent, and it's not easy being, growing up either. We all know that because we've all done it. So,
I mean, I don't know. I'm not saying it just to disagree with you, but I've enjoyed every moment of being a parent, and I found it. I was saying to my mate earlier on, it's a great motivator. Being a parent, it gets you off your backside, that's for sure. It gets you out there doing things.
See, when they're like 2 and 3 years old, that is a nightmare. They're just everywhere, And my dad says to me, "Get that kid a set of reins." I was like, "That's a good idea." Stop them running off all the time. Yeah.
I used to say to my kids, I used to make this joke: whatever you want, I will treat you as Egyptian emperors. So whatever you want, I'm here to give it to you. And they took it literally, and so I had to carry on with it. So I found it all very enjoyable.
I vaguely remember swinging on my reins as a child, because I was a wild kid. I was always running off as a toddler, running all over the store, and whenever we're going out to the park, you knew you were going and you just wanted to run ahead, but you weren't sensible enough to stay away from cars because they were shiny and metal and different.
God, yeah.
So
do you know that song, "Dumb Ways to Die"? Dumb way to die. I used to drill that into my kids, that song. I said, look, we don't want to die. We don't want to die the dumb way.
I don't recall if I ever did that. We used to just sing about or just chat about stuff, yeah, but
I drilled it into the kids to look 6 times while crossing the road. I got them to look 6 times back and forth.
Yeah, just to give it time. No matter how fast they did it, they still had to look.
I was just saying, look, if you ever got fucking killed by crossing the road,
Yeah,
that would be a dumb way to die, and we'll play it at your funeral. Dumb way to die.
yeah, that's not good. Yeah, but that's a nice way to look at it. Yeah.
Well, obviously, if you're gonna die, respectfully. Have a nice life. Die, in your bed after achieving.
Or as Billy Connolly says, with clean underwear,
What, Mandy? You've not been there half the time. Are you talking about me and my kids? I'm not been there half the time. I'm there when they need me, Mandy. That's the difference. I don't need to be there all the time because they're living with their mother. But when my kids need me, I'm there. There you go. Is Mandy having a bit of a dig?
I have no idea.
I'm just gonna get a glass of water.
Is that Mandy?
That's
my question. There's lots of fathers who have been absentee fathers. All through the Thatcher years, there was thousands of them. There was a huge crisis went on. I don't know if you remember that. It was very common. Yeah, what do you think of that, Mandy? Tell us. Come on, Mandy. What do you mean?
The contract hasn't finished, Matt. You certainly missed all the worst bits.
I just mentioned all the, about how there was a lot of absentee fathers back in the Thatcher years. That was wild. It was like a huge crisis with all these absentee fathers and all these single mothers.
Yeah, didn't we have like the most single mothers in Europe at some point or something? I remember.
Yeah, it was madness.
Oh, you having a go at me, Mandy, for
I don't know
my relationship with the mother of my children coming to an end? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Relationships come to an end, Mandy.
Yeah. That goes for everyone too, because we all pass away. And it's the time that you're here that matters, and what you do that matters while you're here.
And still my children are well-adjusted young adults now. So it hasn't affected them. In fact, we've done it in such a way in which me and Karina maintain good relationships between ourselves. And so the transition was painless as possible. Yeah. Well, that's all right, Mandy. You go ahead. It's just that people like myself, we put a lot of ourselves out there. And of course, we do give you the ammo to criticize us with. Like yourself, we only know minimum about you. So, of course, you won't get any criticism from us, would you? Because we know bare minimum about you.
The least you can expect from people is a little bit of understanding. And, and if they can't do that, then, if they can't understand the situation, then, maybe we need to relook at it.
Or perhaps we just don't expect anything from anyone. Yeah. That's the best way to do it.
Well, sometimes, but not all the time. Not with, people that you chat to a lot.
Oh, Mandy's turned on me because your head need a wobbly. What are you on about, Mandy?
Is that Mandy? Because Mandy said she was leaving.
I thought we were friends, Mandy.
Is that Mandy? Because Mandy said she was leaving earlier.
Oh, really? Is that what you're saying?
Check
Could
this
well
out.
be. I'll
Could someone
check it
this out?
out. I'll check it out.
I was suspected that a while back when I turned, but maybe.
No, I think that is her.
You having a Mandy? Are you having a little drinky tonight? Just asking. No, no ill intent. I'm just asking. Yeah.
Look, I mean, I don't feel as if I need any head wobbling. You know, I'm at 52. I'm a mature man. I've come to conclusions in life, and I'm sticking to them. I mean, of course, I may have got things wrong, and there are conclusions I may well change in the due course.
Yeah.
But when it comes to me and my kids, you know, I'm solid. Our relationship is solid.
Matt, I mean, in sort of people's defence here, I don't know anyone who went through their entire life and got it all right. Anyone. Anyone.
Yeah.
I've never even heard of anyone that got everything right. So that's a little lesson for us all. We're all imperfect.
And I think actually the kids moving away from Mulscoom was the right move, because they're in a better place at the moment. They're in better school than what they were here. They live in a better house, and they've got more room. So I'm quite over the moon that they moved out of here.
Yeah, I've got a huge
This wasn't the home I wanted to give my children. Not at all.
So, you know, I've got a huge mug of tea in front of me, and it says Happy Father's Day, but it's got like the father cut out, and it's got farter. Do you know what I mean? I used to do like, you know, fake farts, you know, with my mouth to my daughter while she wasn't looking. She'd laugh her head off, you know, when she was a little kid. I used to do it all the time. She couldn't catch me doing it, so yeah. Those fake trouser cuffs. Yeah, I'm just saying that's what I used to do. It's not vulgar, it's not vile. It's just what I used to do because it was funny. You know, because everyone does it. You know, I'm just saying. And
yeah. I was
you
just going to ask what was Mandy's relationship with her father?
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe Mandy doesn't want to tell us, and that's okay. That's personal. Like, people don't have to tell you things about their life, do they? It's their it's not their business. You know what I mean? It's your business, or our business. It's, you know, it's like each personal person's business. It's not like for public. You know, don't have to reveal every single tiny little thing that you've ever done. You know, like picked my nail on Tuesday, you know, and got the dirt underneath it, you know, out. That kind of stuff. You know, I washed the underneath of my watch, you know, that I wear every day, you know, one day. Just all that silly stuff, you know. We're not like being analysed, you know, and it's not other people's place to analyse us.
But hey, listen,
Like
isn't
that, so.
no, everything is on the table when you're friends. Friends should be able to talk about everything, and friends should be able to criticise other people and say, "Oi, I know you. Don't make out you're a good guy. I know you're a little shithead, really." And only best mates can remind you of that.
Yeah.
And that's why, I see Mandy. Oh, mind you, Mandy, remember that time when you thought I was going to tell everyone your real name? Oh, you turned on me quickly, like a viper. I remember that so well, as if it happened only yesterday.
Yeah, I bet Mandy went to punch you right in the trumpet. Right in the trumpet, right? Yeah. So, yeah, I wouldn't blame you that. You know, try to just get along and have fun and stuff, and have a blether, a good old chin wag, and then all of a sudden you've got one person telling you one thing, and they're like, "Oh no, you're gonna be mean to me." Yeah. I mean, people can tease each other, but you know. Yeah, too right. Yeah, right. The trumpet. Yeah.
And anyway, what makes a friend anyway? Are Marie or Mandy and I really friends?
Someone who's brutally honest with you.
I mean, we haven't met each other.
Yeah. Oh, have you not? Okay.
No, of course we're not. You know.
So it's more like an online acquaintance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
An online
Alright.
acquaintance.
Like
I
us.
mean,
we've
I know
met,
Mandy's
haven't we?
turned on me before when she thought I was liable to reveal her true surname. Fucking, she let me know. She laid into me, you know, and it was very distressing being at the receiving end of Mandy's wrath. It took me by surprise when it happened. That was for sure.
So like, good. Yeah.
But hey, listen, you know, I've got a criminal record for coming onto YouTube, so
Well,
I
who
have
would have thought it,
I have not done well on YouTube at all.
Who would have thought it, mate? I mean, it's mad.
Good in capital letters.
It's made you
Fair
famous,
play,
though.
man. Well done, mate.
It's made you famous amongst the
Well
odd
done,
fellows.
well done for bringing me distress. You know, putting the
Yeah.
fear of God up me. Good. Fair
Well
enough.
done, Fox. Well done, Fox, for alarming him as much as he's alarmed us.
Yeah. Yeah. Big bad Matthew.
Yeah, with his wacky, zany show. It's not very talented, Matthew. I actually noticed there's a slight improvement in stuff that you're doing. I wanted to let you know that.
Really?
No-
Oh,
yeah,
thank you.
it's something about the visuals and stuff you're doing just seem to be a little bit better. Just like to point that out to you.
Oh, that's very nice of you. Yeah, I do pay £9.99 a month for Clip Champ Premium,
Yeah. Oh,
And,
right.
and I paid premium on the U Cut. I love a bit of U Cut.
Yeah, is that a free one? I know there's a few of them that you can use
Well,
free, and some show
Yeah.
like a little icon, and some don't. Or some
U Cut
don't for a
only
while.
costs £15, a one-off payment, £15, and I get U Cut Pro.
All right.
Clip Champ, I pay monthly £9.99, so that's what
All right.
£120 a year. It's a lot of money.
Not really.
Well, for me it is.
Well, but it's for someone who's got no money, yeah, but not like in the great scheme of things. It's £120, not a lot of money, but it's still £120. It could go elsewhere. Yeah.
It's just that, you know, I want to get all my stuff back so I can start making money out of
So what
all
stuff
this
do you
stuff I
need
do.
then?
I need all my stuff back.
Yeah, but what stuff is it that you actually need?
The Mac, I want my Mac back, and then I want all my data chips with all my old videos on it. And I want my diaries back. And I just want to have the fucking stress off my back that I'm under investigation. I want it. I want the nightmare over. It's not about the material. It's about the fact that I'm still, whenever a fucking police car drives past the house, I go down into breakdown mode. You know, the curtains get shut.
Oh
I
no,
shut
we're here
down
again. Yeah. Oh
It's
no,
just
we're here
pressure.
again. That kind of thing. Yeah. Yeah,
And I want all my property back. You know, I want my fucking diaries back. I want my property back that got taken illegally off me.
Yeah, too right, you
Can't
do.
wait.
Yeah. Yeah, you will get it back, Matt. Don't worry about it.
Oh, I will get it back.
Yeah.
It'll be coming back in September.
I wanted to talk to you about that. Actually, I know someone that's that can help you with all that. I know that you might know people, but I know someone who was in a similar situation because of something they did, and yeah.
Well, look, you know, I'm already on to, because I will be going to court. It is going to go to court with me and Surrey Police about being arrested for the CP. So I am actually seeing Surrey Police in court for that.
Yeah.
That arrest should never have happened. And so, yeah, that's going to be interesting. That is going to court.
Yeah, that's going to be a bomb that people will never forget now. Once they know about it, exactly what happened and how it all happened, yeah, heads will roll, mate.
Well, you know, and I'm going to be walking away with a lot of compensation. And when I have got that compensation, you know, that's when anyway, that's my life. Things are in process. Things are happening.
I suppose there'll be a lot of eye rolling as well when that happens. People will be rolling their eyes going, oh no, is that what it was?
Yeah.
Oh no, yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to be great.
but it has been an absolute living nightmare.
Yeah.
But I suppose, you know, if it was going to happen to anyone, it's going to fucking happen to me. I don't know. I don't get that, really. My cousins used to say to me, "Oh, Matt, you know, we give you grief because we know you can take it." So, well, ain't no fucking excuse to give me it. Just because you know I can take it, doesn't mean you can give it to me.
I shut off. I shut off to foolishness. I was telling a young lad a young man the other day. He wasn't a lad, but he was a young man. I call him a young lad because he's much younger than me. I was telling him the other day that I wouldn't say who it was, but I'll tell you. I was saying to him the other day that you know, all that childish stuff. When you grow up, you just leave it all behind.
Mm.
You know, because you're a man now. You don't take it with you. You know, you leave when you're a child. You leave the childish stuff behind.
Yeah.
That's in the past. I mean, just move on.
And that's one of the things,
Yeah.
going back on to the drink, you know, I've done it so often now. I don't need to get drunk anymore. I just don't need it. I've done it. I've been there.
Definition of madness, mate. We keep doing the same thing, expecting different results. Yeah.
I mean, I'm going to do it next weekend with the family because it's going to be a laugh, and I'll do it in moderation. I'm not going to get paralytically drunk, but I do enjoy having the inhibitions go. You know, anyway. I just love having fun with my family, and on that occasion, being a bit merry will make the evening a bit more enjoyable. I'd have a great evening anyway, even if I was sober. It's the company rather than the drink.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's one of those things. You just got to move on with life, mate. And we can all talk in generalities and stuff like that, but you really do. And there's so
of course,
much stuff going
life
on.
can be taken from us at any moment.
Well, yeah, but I mean, you don't. Sorry, I'm just getting comfy in my chair and it's squeaking here. I'm not letting one go. Not a secret one, I'm just. What it is for me is I just, you get to an age where like, oh, he said what, right? Okay, whatever. Goodbye. Do you know, like, no time for that stuff. Just leave it all behind. It's actually fun. It's actually more funny.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I wouldn't say it was anyone in particular. Just people that do that. You're just thinking, right? Well, I mean, you want it at first. You want to say, right? Okay, where'd you get that information? Right, I'll put you right about that because But it's more like they're working for the Inquirer. Like they want a mad story just to fill a column because my lady used to work in a newspaper, and she would see all that kind of stuff go on every day because she was actually a typesetter. So yeah, a long time ago. So
right.
I'll tell you how long ago it was. So, and it'll kind of give him away my age as well. But it just shows you folks, a typesetter. Think about how long ago that was happening. So we know what happens in the world of the press and how they deal with stuff and how they twist things to make people think things, and then when you read the paper, you don't get the full story. I mean, they've done it with people I know, and I'm sure people that anyone listening know. So when something comes out in the newspaper, it's probably not the entire truth.
Don't I know it? Yeah.
Even if it's an exclusive, even if someone's been paid a ridiculous amount of money for some exclusive, it's probably not the truth, all of it. Probably not. There's always stuff that's hidden. There's always stuff that's twisted and told differently. It's almost as if the person writing or noting it down has written it their way instead of in your words, to make it, to give it some jazz hands. So
there you go, yeah.
And that's what happens.
Yeah, it's happened to me, yeah. And then, of course, the full story, the inaccurate story, gets banded about as truth. And then he left with going, oh, well, yeah, I could argue, but I'm not really bothered.
Well, it's kind of like free advertising in a way, but it's not. I mean, it's kind of like free advertising in a way, but some of it's, if it's all constantly negative stuff, and I can see that some certain individuals think they have the answer and think they've worked it all out, but they don't. But they honestly do not know all the stuff that's going on.
And look, Brian, I'm just going to nip upstairs to get my astrology book. I'll just be a second, okay?
Yeah. I mean, who does? Who knows all the things that are going on? Are we all aware of everything that's going on all the time? I don't think so. You know, and if there's people that are taking drugs and accusing people of things, they certainly don't. They're not fully alert. They're not fully aware. I know that much. Yeah, it's nice to see you, folks listening in. All 5 of you heroes. Yeah. Anyway, I thought I'd just come on for a moment, just have a quick word with Matt and see how he was, and just to say hello to everyone. I'm sure like more of you guys could come on. I'm sure Katie would love to come on at some point because she's always got a great story and she does a great live. I'd love to see Mandy come on at some point, just even with a voice changer, that'd be cool. And we also got Convid. Yeah, love to see that.
Is exclusively American now, isn't he?
Is he? Oh, I never knew that. See, I keep away from all the gutter press and all the social media and stuff. I keep away from all that. I have other people look at that for me.
Well, you have other people looking at us? What, they give you summaries, do they? Give you daily reports?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. I mean, it saves a lot of time, you know, when you've got like hundreds of people looking at stuff and helping you.
Oh, good, wow.
You know, like that's how like news is collected, you know, so we all hear different stuff, don't we?
Yeah,
and that way we can sort of better our lives as best we can, because some wild things are going on in the world. Shut up, Convid. Are you coming on, Convid?
No, I don't think Convid's here.
Yeah, he just arrived.
Has he?
Yeah, he just arrived. Yeah. With his usual green smile. I don't know what that means, but it's a square laughter box thing.
So, did you know a Scorpio makes a jealous lover? I didn't know that.
I have no idea.
The erogenous zones of a Scorpio are the genitals. Well,
I don't know what a jealous lover is. I've never been a jealous lover.
Well,
I've been a fantastic lover, I'm told.
So, well, there you go. Obviously, you're not generous. A Scorpio.
No, I'm not a Scorpio, and I'm not telling you what I am. I don't think I'm a star sign, to be honest with you. I never thought of myself as a star sign. I mean, there he is, Brian PC, the star sign. Oh, that he's a blah blah blah. No, I'm not a star sign. I think that's just one of those things that come out, and well, to me personally, I don't take it serious. It's like, remember, good old chunky guy with a perm, Russell Brand. Yeah, I like that. Could be said about anyone. Whatever they say about one star sign could be a completely the same star sign reading to anyone in the audience. You know, it's bizarre.
Hey, listen, everyone loves to hear their star sign. I remember at school, I used to have a crowd around me. Went, right, let's read everyone's star sign. Oh, read mine.
Yeah,
I used to love it. I mean, Scorpio is a sexually intense sign.
Looking for insight into what's going to happen in the future, or what could be going on right now that you don't know about it.
But in public, at least,
that's good.
Of passion are hidden behind an enigmatic. Oh God, I can't even read tonight. Don't leave me out of it.
I think Katie's got it sorted. She knows how to do it.
So Katie is a Taurus, isn't she? She said, yeah.
All right. Okay. Sorry, I read. This is I read it my P. Then that's in P. Right. Okay. I got it. That was funny. That was funny. Yeah. You coming on, Convid? Or are you just gonna coming on to win a computer?
Oh, remember when Katie said she likes to give her and it's adult shows, so don't fucking, you know, you don't need to contact Sussex Police. But hey, slow and sensual. I've just read The Tourist is the sensual lover. We all love a bit of sensual.
You got to come on, though. You got to come on and win one. There's going to be a prize drawn to see who wins one.
See who wins.
You got to answer some questions, Convid. And if you're right, I'll give you one. And it'll be sent straight to you. Serious? Within the week. Within the week, old chap.
There's conditions, I say.
Yeah, there's conditions, yeah. I've got my hat here.
So the Aries is the ardent lover. Taurus is the sensual lover. Gemini is the eloquent lover.
According to who?
According to Judy Hall and the Astrology Bible. The definitive guide to the zodiac.
Yeah,
I picked it up from a place in Kent somewhere. The Cancer, I'm a Cancer, is the caring lover. Yeah, I like to think I'm caring. Leo is the proud lover. Virgo is the discerning lover. Libra is the winsome lover. Scorpio is the jealous lover. Sagittarius is the adventurous lover. Capricorn is the consistent lover. Aquarius is the dispassionate lover. Pisces is the romantic lover. There we go. Love it. So, going back to the Scorpio, the jealous lover, intensely private and self-protective. You are like that, aren't you, Mandy? Remember when there was a danger of your surname being put out there? Remember how self-protective you became? Very. So, from my experience personally, Brian, is astrology always like fitted in, always summed people up for me personally. My mother was into it, so it rubbed off on me, you know.
Yeah.
And a lot of people would give it so much credence. A lot of people can't swear blind to it. I love it. I love a bit of astrology. Because it's nothing to do with me, you know what I mean? I'm just reading other things.
Yeah.
I don't have to think hard about it.
Yeah, that's true, yeah.
I'm just reading the star signs. Ain't nothing. Don't blame me. I'm just a messenger, you know.
I'm just reading something as well right now.
Oh yeah, what are you reading? Do you want to share it?
Oh, it's about star signs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I don't like dead sound. So if there is something interesting, please share it with us. It says your Scorpio would prefer to be emotionally self-sufficient and yet needs an outlet for that powerful libido. Ooh, have you got a powerful libido, Marie? However, needing a partner makes Scorpio feel vulnerable. That's actually your vulnerability, according to Judy Hall, that is. You know, don't blame me. What's your element? Well, element is water, wouldn't it? Wouldn't element be water?
Water, yeah. Be like water, my friend. Oh, there's... I don't know how I got into this page, but it's all about jokes about the star sign Cancer. Not funny. Yeah, I wasn't even... I don't know why I even clicked on that page. It's horrible.
Mine is fire. All right. Yeah, because it says here, humour, you're melancholic. Temperament, you're cold and moist. Huh? Oh my God. I don't feel as if I should read that anymore.
It's
this
strange
is medical astrology, that is.
Yeah,
Oh.
it's strange how people envisage other people to be and how they can suddenly read their brain. Yeah, is it intuition, like learned knowledge, or is it? It's because they know a lot of people and how people work, or is it because they've studied hard and they're a psychologist or something? Is it that, or is it because they assume that being a psychologist gives them that insight?
Oh, okay.
Probably.
Yeah.
I spoke to psychiatrist, sorry, once, who was, and she was talking with my sister, and I've got a friend who became one, and so they asked a really strange question. It says to me, "Why do you help your sister?" I said, "What?" I said, "Is that a serious question?"
Right, yeah, okay.
Just insane. Like, why would you even ask that? Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, do you know, like, people help their family, don't they? Well, they do.
Yeah,
They do in my family. So I mean, why wouldn't you? Yeah.
Look, sorry to interrupt, but Katie, it's got down here Taurus as Earth rather than fire. So I don't know whether Judy Hall's got that wrong or whether you've got it wrong. But there's always differing opinions, isn't there, in astrology? For example, Taurus is an Earth sign rather than a fire. I was right to say Cancer elements are the water. According to this, fire is Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Earth is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Air is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Water is Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. And yeah, that's it. Big shout out to Convert. Good to see you in. My mother's star was Virgo. Virgo, not Taurus, right? Not for my year. Got ya.
So he's not going to come on there. He's just having a dig. Okay.
Oh, he may do. He may do. He
You
may
want,
do.
come on, I'll give him a right slap. That's what I'm gonna
He
do.
hasn't got the soft. He hasn't got the hardware, hasn't he? Poor old.
He will.
Remember we had that technical problems last year. He couldn't come on, could he?
I don't know.
Because I think he was a man, and I said you can't menstruate as a man. And
Oh,
he goes,
really?
"Oh, but I wish I came on."
Was he on his 6-monthly manly menstruation?
Mm. Well, there you go, Katie. I've got my book says otherwise. Interesting. Interesting. So let's see what we're missing on. Because I lost the channel. I lost my channel, Bumblebee. I've got this new one now. I don't subscribe to certain people, but yet I have a look what they're up to. You know what I mean? That's with Paris. I'm not subscribed to Paris, but I'll still go over and see what Paris has done. And I'm not subscribed to Grubby, but yet I'll still check over. Looks like, you know.
I haven't watched Paris in ages.
Yeah, Paris done a 3-hour live last night.
Yeah, I haven't seen Paris in ages, or I've never watched Grubby for a long time, and I didn't watch much of him. There's a lot of people that I've sort of missed out on. Yeah. So.
Well, a lot of people have gone to the wayside, haven't they? Horoscope. Oh, I get it. Horoscope. How funny. It's just as bad as Molester last night, wasn't it? Hey, horoscope. How do you spell there? Only joking. I'm just going to go to the... Oh, I think there's a cat at the back door. I'll just be back in a mo.
It'd be funny if the real name was Chester. That'd be quite witty, right? Weird. Nod. You're not going to come on then? Well, you've got to give me a hand here. I'm falling asleep. It's nearly midnight.
So what's the what's the thing between you and Convert then? What do you like each other or what? Have you had a bust up?
He just loves to ask me to name the mouse. You know, because he thinks it winds me up whenever I already explained that I don't dox people. It's not what I'm about.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Yeah, Justin is sometimes when he's got a bee on his bonnet, he doesn't like letting it go, does he? He's definitely got that bee in the bonnet about you and
Yeah,
everyone else.
I'd love to talk to him about that actually. But
But you've never spoken to him privately.
no, I told you to give him my number for him to call me.
Oh, did you? I forgot totally. Sorry. I'll do that then.
You forgot.
Well, I didn't even know you said that. I totally forgot. Yeah.
Yeah, you must have been. That must have been when you smoked weed. See what I mean?
Yes. There's a lot of stuff.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And that's what I mean. I'm more clearer now. More crystal in thought.
Listen to him. He's funny, right? You should know. There's some things that you don't do, Convid.
Oh yeah. And what's that?
He knows.
But can any of us tell anybody else what to do in this day and age?
If I do that, you probably get a strike on your channel, Matt.
I mean, the only way anyone can tell me not to do is if they fucking get a court order out to stop me saying it.
Exactly. I'm not about spreading the hate.
You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm not about spreading hate as well.
Like I said before, some things aren't important.
Yeah. There's a lot of things, but a lot of things are important, a lot of things aren't important. Importance is respect is what's the word I'm looking for? Relative. That's it. Importance is relative to each person. One person may think something's important, the other person may not.
I'm not a judge, Convid. We'll leave it to the court.
Oh, we're not going over all that again. Crikey. But perhaps, I mean, to be fair, no, not to be fair, but I think I want to put this out there. I'm still getting backlash for Convid's decision earlier this year, or was it last year, to reveal my big secret. Because he knew what my big secret was.
How big was it?
Well, it was huge, wasn't it?
What was it? How?
I can't even talk about it now because the person involved.
Could you measure it with a stick?
Still gives me grief about it.
Could you measure it with a stick, or would you use a stick to beat someone?
I don't know what you're talking about.
If they revealed
either way, Convid, his decision to reveal my secret is still causing me grief today. So thanks for that, Convid.
I'm just being silly, right? Relative, considered in relation or in proportion to something else. There you go.
There you go.
There we go. Now we know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thanks ever so much for everyone jumping in the chat room. It's a healthy chat. That's certainly true. So we got a bit of a loggerhead because Katie says her element is fire, but yet my fucking book says it's earth. So, waste of money that was. I think it only cost me £1. So
yeah. So if you get fire and water, does that put each other out or set each other on fire?
I don't know.
Yeah. Fire and water. Is that two opposing
Don't know.
equal and opposite reactions? Yeah.
But that's something I do want to do I do want to do some shows purely about astrology because I actually quite like astrology. I think I may rebrand my channel as an astrology channel. That'd be good. So Brian wants me to have his number. Yes.
Yeah.
I've noticed a bit of a big shift.
Yeah, I said that to you like a year ago, Matt.
Oh, I'm not going to expect. I remember. I don't think you appreciate what happened to me on the 18th of November. My daily existence is traumatic. It's a daily fucking nightmare. So of course I'm not going to remember what was said to me last year. Look, it's just hard work for me trying to stay alive. Well, not so much stay alive, but keep it all together. I'm having real trouble keeping it together. But talking to you lot helps me through it.
All right, okay. I think it's good to talk to people actually.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah. And I'm blessed with people to talk to, but I'm also, because my star sign, my Chinese is I'm a pig. I'm a greedy piggy, and so
Ooh.
I mean, no, it's not a bad thing. I'm fine talking to my girlfriend about it, but because I'm a greedy piggy, I love talking to you as well, and I talk to my other mates. I talk to everyone, anyone who can listen. You know.
Yeah. Well, you know, it's a bit mean people. You just rip the piss out of them.
I don't like ripping the piss out of anyone.
Well, mean people, you know, people who are exceptionally mean and go right out their way to be really mean to you. You can either ignore them
yeah.
or.
I mean,
rip
I'd
the
rather.
piss
I
out
mean,
of them.
Plisco. I will never talk to Plisco in my life. I'll just won't do it, and that's how I deal with it. That Plisco has been mean to me. He's caused me loss. He's caused me fucking massive distress, hurt on a profound personal level.
Yeah.
And so I am not
don't
going to
know.
fucking engage that prick in any way, shape, or form, man.
I think
And
I watched back that live because I wanted to know what he was saying because I couldn't hear it last time he was on. And I thought that as well, Plisco, just so you know. I asked myself that question as well.
Sweet dreams, Katie. Sweet dreams.
Just so you know. But then I spoke to Matt, and then I understood everything. So you need to speak to him. I think that's what you need to do, or email him or something.
Well, no, I don't think you just realised what I just said. I'm not going to engage with him. He's done it. He's done it the wrong way.
Yeah.
He attacked first and then asked questions, whereas you asked questions and then determined whether you'd attack or not.
No, I wasn't going to attack anyone.
I will give you Brian's number, so just calm down.
Yeah, or give me his number if that's okay. If it's really him, and I'll just call him up.
Calm down.
Arrest the that way I can speak privately to him and ship him what he needs.
Everyone expects it all to be done straight away, don't they? Okay.
Oh, he wants it tomorrow.
I've actually got your number in front of me now because I've got an index card system, and I've got Brian PC, your mobile number, and your email address, Brian.
Sexy, yeah.
I've got your mobile and email address.
Did you write Scottish sexy guy underneath it?
How did you guess?
Hot to trot.
Yes,
Yeah.
I did. Funny enough.
Yeah. Ready for the tea party. Yeah.
But to be fair, I've actually only got your mobile number in my index box.
Yeah.
I don't think I've got anybody else's. So.
Yeah, you're like me. Brian, no mates. Matt, no mates. Got no
Matt
pals.
doesn't want me to have Brian's number.
Well, stop it, Convert. It doesn't. He was obviously extremely distressed at the time.
Hey, listen, I'm happy to give his number, and I mean I'll definitely look once the show's done. I'm going to text him your number, Brian, because you've already said I can anyway. So.
Yeah, okay.
And then at least I know it's him because I know it's him on text.
Just Convert. Just don't ask me any ridiculous questions because I will literally hang up on you.
Because what you've done there, Convid, you've put words into my mouth. You've just said, and I don't like that. Matt doesn't want me to have Brian's. No, bullshit.
Yeah.
Don't make out. That's out of order, Convid. You've just come in here.
Yeah, he needs to get on here. He needs to get on here and explain himself. Yeah.
Yes, I agree. Brian is very generous, but look, I am I'm in a fragile state of mind at the moment.
A fragile state, fragile.
And I think I've been in a fragile state for a long time.
Yeah. Well, the human mind is in a fragile state constantly. We just don't realize it.
And of course, the COVID didn't help anyway. That pushed a lot of people over.
Oh, that didn't help anyone. No.
No.
Yeah, that was really sad.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Everybody. I mean, we could talk about that forever, but let's move on. I'm sure we can talk some horrible, horrible stories about that.
And look, I'm all about the astrology now.
Oh, cracky! So much.
I'm an astrology channel.
All right.
You were going to bed, Katie. Some were prepared. I thought you were going to bed, mate.
Right. Okay.
But you can always. That's a good thing. You can always listen in bed, can't you? Yes.
Us offices stick together. Yeah, I'm sure. With some butter, us offices can stick together. I'm not a Jehovah's Witness, you know that. You realize that, right? You were listening, right? I'm not one.
You're not one, right?
Yeah. Did you not hear me talk about that? Well, stop it, convict.
Vaguely.
He's
I
like
remember.
he's like the ultimate provocateur. Yeah.
I think I may have tuned out because I'm, look,
Yeah.
Jehovah's
Doesn't matter
Witnesses.
anyway. It's just a, it's just a cult. That's all it is. Don't worry about it. Nothing to worry about.
You shouldn't
Nothing
let
to
any
see here,
Jehovah's Witnesses hear about that. Hear you say that.
Nothing to see. Oh, they won't be. Do you know why they won't be? They're not allowed to.
Oh, of course.
Just
Yeah.
letting you know. He knows that.
Well, if I first secondly introduced through John Leonard Wolfson. Do you know who John Leonard Wolfson? He's the astro photographer.
Yeah.
He does some great. He gets his telescope and he's been picturing all the secret space ships up there. It's amazing.
I've heard the name, but I can't picture the face.
And of course he was abused by the Jehovah's Witness elders growing up. And I pushed his story back in the day.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Yeah, and that was, I actually got a film. I got the Bases Project Film Festival Award 2015.
All right.
For the fight for justice, John Wolfson. Yeah. So and I got told all about Jehovah's Witnesses back then.
Yeah.
In 2015.
Yeah, there's so much out there, and to talk about it, Yeah. I mean, I'm incredibly boring, guys. I'm sorry, but I am. What else you got to do on a Thursday night, guys? Come off it. What else you going to do on a Thursday night?
Fine. You're not incredibly boring. Why do you say stuff like that?
I'm just
saying. That's not nice.
Yeah, I must have been a Jehovah's Witness at one point.
I want everyone to talk nicely about each other and themselves.
Yeah.
Convid. I'm just fucking trying to tell people. And then you come on and say that. Goodness gracious. He's a little shitbag, isn't he?
Oh, he could be a tyrant.
He still calls. I'm still getting grief because you let my secret out last year. Convid, I'm just saying. I'm still getting grief. Fucking hell. Hey, listen, it's good to be able to say what we want to each other, all in the spirit of friendship.
Yeah, it's like an advert for BT, it's good to talk, or whatever.
Mandy saying, I'm saying nothing. You've said enough, Mandy. And that's what I'm enjoying that from the American. When I watch the American lot, they're more open to say what they want to each other in the spirit of humor. Whereas I think in England, if we'd done that, if we throw out, I've taken that as offensive, it wasn't meant to. It was just being a laugh.
Do you know Emma Kenny? You ever heard of Emma Kenny?
No.
Oh, she does a thing about killers and abusers.
Oh, yeah.
And I spoke to her once. I might ask her what she thinks of Plisco. Yeah, if she could analyse them for us.
Well, look, this is what I want you to start going live yourself. Well, I think it'll be a good show.
No,
and it's not as if you haven't got the equipment as well.
That's true. It's not as if I don't have the equipment. The problem is, I just like coming on and having a chat with you. It's like, it's like I've bonded with you in a friendly kind of way. I feel like
nice.
you know how people fall in love with their people that captivate them, capture them, right? It's like that. You've captured me, but it's not that. Do you know what I mean?
That's really nice of you to say, Brian. That's really warming, but also it's time for you now to lead from the front, and other people. What happened to you and me will happen to other people, and it's passing on the baton in a way.
Oh, the baton, yeah, that huge thing doesn't weigh much. Yeah,
because I think you would be a great success. I'm going live. I really do.
The massive responsibility. Yeah, I probably would, but the thing is, I'd probably get a lot of people wanting to ask stupid questions. Why did you support him? And why did you? I'm not talking about you, but other people as well. And they want to ask, they ask the most ridiculous questions I've had to live, because some of them have, they come like people that have subscribed to me for no reason. What I don't even know why they've subscribed to me.
Well, they're subscribed in the hope that you'll go live at some point.
Yeah, but they
That's the
come
only
from
reason
all
anyone
different.
subscribes, isn't it?
They come from all different backgrounds, and they want. They've all subscribed for completely different reasons. Not every single one of them, but a lot of them have subscribed for different reasons. They come from different backgrounds, and they're hoping to get something. And I don't know if it's just the point where every now and again I give away computers, or it's the point that I give away good information just to help people out. I don't know what their angle is.
It can also be something else, like your personality.
Yeah.
The vibe you give off. That's what they're attracted to.
No, they can't be.
So it looks like you've already got an audience ready and waiting for you.
No, I wouldn't think so.
No.
No.
You've got someone coming in. Oh, Conrad.
No,
Hello, Conrad. Good to have you, buddy. How are you?
Hello, how is everyone?
Yeah, I'm fine. Your volume's a bit low.
That's nothing new. Yeah.
Can you hear me?
No, we can't hear you, mate.
Yeah.
No, I can't hear him. No.
Oh, it's been a while since you've come on, isn't this? It's like the old days.
Yeah,
Can you feel it in the air?
What do you mean him?
I've been in America.
Yeah, you have been, haven't you? How's it over there?
It's like Neil Diamond.
It's very exciting.
Did you hear Trump's been indicted?
Oh, they'll let him off.
No one talks about that, do they? Only us Brits.
They just don't want him to be re-elected. He won't go to prison.
They got better things to talk about than bloody Trump. Goodness sake.
Today. That song Neil Diamond.
Yeah.
Singing "We're Coming to America." Today.
Coming to America. Yeah, it's lovely, isn't it?
Yeah, I can't sing that. I can't sing about a voice that goes farting in the fog. So, you're going to get my number. It's not a big deal, honestly, Conrad. Don't read into it. But
I won't be phoning you, Brian.
All right, okay.
Oh, in that case, do you want me to give Brian your number, Justin?
No, I find it hard to talk to Brian. It's frustrating. So it would only cause grief, I think.
Why?
Why are you not being so negative? It could be
No,
the
I'm being
greatest
honest.
thing that's ever happened.
I'm being. You can't like everybody, Matt. It's life.
Why not?
Because
Isn't it a choice? Isn't it a choice?
Yeah, I've made my choice.
I could choose to like Pisco tomorrow. I'm not going to, but I could.
But I've jumped on though. I've jumped on the live stream because
yeah, you're incredibly brave to come on.
Not really. It's not about being brave.
I think it was a huge move.
Not really.
I'm still well pissed off with you for letting my secret out. I hope you think it's worth it.
Yeah, I think everyone has to defend themselves. It's life. Everybody defends themselves. You've got to value yourself first. That's the most important.
I think it was worth spreading my secret for everyone.
You're a friend to all is a friend to none. That's the cake. All right. Okay.
Talk amongst yourselves for a moment. I'm just there's
No.
a cat at the back door again.
He wants to tell me something. I'm sure he does. Where's he gone? Has he run off? Oh, is he chatting with him and I'm left here alone?
Sorry, everyone. So listen, I get the impression it's no use you two exchanging numbers. Because I get the impression you both made your mind up already about each other.
Yeah, it's okay. I'm happy to talk on the panel because it's your channel.
Well, you know, in that case, then I'm going to follow your example, and I'm not going to talk to Mandy ever again.
That's your choice.
So there, yeah, it's my choice.
You do realise that everyone's got choices.
Yeah,
That's what
And
life's about.
and you're evidently making the wrong choice, so I'm going to copy you and make a wrong choice too, and blank Mandy.
That's your choice.
No, I'm just following your example.
We've all got choices.
And our choices, people see your choices, and your choices influence other people in their choices. Like, for example, both your attitudes has now influenced me to be like you. And that's why I'm going to ignore Mandy from now on. Who is Mandy anyway? I don't even know.
Marie.
I don't know.
Marie changed her name to Mandy about, I don't know, last year, wasn't it?
No, she never.
Marie.
You changed your name to Jack, didn't you, for the American audience?
I didn't know. They read my email and they thought I was called Jack because that was my email.
Oh, yeah, Jack Jones, wasn't it?
But it's quite obvious who I am because of my voice.
No, it's not.
Is it? Who are you then? Who are you?
Yeah, who are you? We want to know who you are.
Oh, really? Who are you, though?
Yeah.
I'm the mouse.
See,
that's why bloody Brian never mentioned it, because he was like, you know who it is. It's you.
Yeah.
I am the mouse.
A man with a tail.
The mouse is no more. I don't think Stan W. Gardner was the mouse, by the way.
I spoke to the mouse today on Michelle's channel.
Really? Did you? What username was the mouse using?
About 5 different soccer accounts as usual.
Right,
kept coming back in. Very, very disturbed creature. Caused a lot of problems, that mouse. Deserves to be exposed.
Well,
dealt with.
Brian certainly isn't going to do it.
Yeah, why is Brian sticking up for it? I don't get that.
He's not saying sticking up. Well, Brian's here so he can answer himself.
Why would you say such a horrible thing like that? Yeah. Why would they stick up for someone who was telling lies about people?
Exactly. Yeah, that's a good point.
Why would you come at me when I've already explained to you why I wouldn't do that?
I was invited on the panel. That's why I came.
No, but why would you come at me?
Well, no, you told us you know the mouses. You keep telling us you know.
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Awkward silence.
It's not awkward.
Well, my point is, I'm not going to go around doxing people, considering it's not really allowed on the platform and Matt would lose his channel through it. So if you want my number, you can speak to me on my phone.
Why don't you tell the police?
The police can find out who the mouse is in an incredibly quick time.
No, why don't you tell the police?
Why?
Well,
why should no? Why?
Wow!
I don't watch the mouse.
You don't think that's important?
Hang on. You're saying that I should go and tell the police on someone, grass on someone, or no, listen, and tell on someone for something.
Oh, Brian, you keep saying listen every time. Every time someone talks to you, it's listen to you every time.
No, but why?
Oh,
why have I to do it?
No one's saying go to the police over it. Was just saying share. Oh, is that what you did say? Fair enough. My mistake.
I did. I think the mouse deserves to be punished.
Well, there you go, folks.
Yeah, for causing so much pain and grief to so many people.
Well, okay, just because you've been punished for causing grief to other people, you feel as if everyone should be punished for it.
Do you think, Matt, that the mouse should be held accountable for its actions?
Not really.
Okay.
Don't really give a flying fuck, really.
Okay, fair enough.
I don't think about the mouse, to be honest with you.
But yet the mouse certainly thinks I should be held account for everything I do and say.
See, I don't know about all that stuff. I don't follow it all, what's going on. And
well, no, because you've got your hundreds of people to send you reports on what's going on.
No, I don't follow all the stuff.
I know. I'm just saying, because you've got your team to give you reports. You told us earlier.
You do realise it's an enormous team.
No, I
It's
don't know. I didn't know anything about
absolutely
your team.
enormous. Yeah. Yeah, I know you don't, but you know, I wanted to talk to you about that as well offline. But there you go.
Ooh, interesting.
There's hundreds of people involved in it.
That's good.
Yeah, it's incredible actually.
And what have you achieved? And what are you up to? You know.
Protecting the people best we can.
Good. And you have been giving out hardware for people who need it, so I've definitely benefited from your work.
I don't have malicious intent, you know, like some people do, or I'm not a vengeful person. You know, gets you nowhere.
Yeah, I mean, I just realised I'm live on Twitter too. So, hello, Twitter. Yeah, I just forgot all about that.
Yeah, my daughter has a little titter on Twitter every now and again. Then she got rid of it.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah, she got rid of it. She didn't. It was too distracting. I think she was friends with David Walliams for years ago. It was a long time ago.
Yeah, he lives in Brighton, David.
Yeah, it was a long time ago, correctly.
So we lost Convid. So he's you and him don't get on at all, do you?
Huh?
I
don't know why he thinks that I'm the one to expose the mouse. Why does he think that?
Only because you know, and I expect he's thinking, well, look, if anyone knows the identity of the mouse, because of what damage the mouse has done, they're, you know.
Well, anyone who's reported the mouse to the police, right? The police will know, and they will find out their name very quickly. So if anyone's got a complaint to put in about anyone who's done something bad to them, which is obviously not me, then they can find out who they are.
There you
Problem over, and then they can do all the stuff that we need to do when they go to court. Take them to court. If it's that bad.
If you feel you have been hurt, distressed, put into fear that much, report it to the police.
Yeah.
Just as people have towards me. People believe through what I'm doing now, talking to you now, people have gone to the police and said, I feel so much fear, alarm and distress by what Matt Taylor has said that I want you to go around to his house and arrest him. Take all of his belongings, put him into cuffs, put him in the back of a van and throw him into a police cell. So it's fucking serious, man. And I do get Convid's frustration at you for not revealing the name. I get it.
Well,
but you know, we're not here to tell anyone what to do.
If anyone has a grief with anyone, they can, if they go and do it properly. Now, this is facts. This is not YouTube talk. This is facts. They can go to speak to the police about the situation, and the police can go, and if they want
that straight away that triggers me. Straight away that triggers me.
They will be told, right, who that person is.
That's rubbish. That's false information. That will not happen, Brian.
Yes,
I cannot ring the fucking police.
Will.
No, it won't. No, it won't.
It will.
No, it won't.
Yes,
that's
it
rubbish.
Will.
I will not be able to ring up Sussex Police tomorrow and say, I'm being trolled by this identity called Mouse. Can you please tell me the identity? That won't fucking happen.
I didn't say that. You never let me finish my thing. So finish it, Matt. If someone's been harassed online, right, you can go to the police, and when you go, what you will find out their name when you're in court with them, right? Because you must be.
It will help someone knowing what the name is first. And so, for example,
that's for the police to find out, and that way you deal with the.
Stop talking about the fucking police on Matt Taylor TV. Yeah, I don't mind talking about it, but
sorry, folks, but that's the way of the world.
People do have done that.
With it.
Okay.
So I don't know what world people are living in, or what police they're going to.
Brian.
But if you don't hold the police to account, then
oh please, fuck it out. Oh man, you're triggering me now.
Well, I can
look what happens when you hold the police to account. You get called a fucking stalker, and your life gets turned upside down. and there's a
don't think
fucking
so.
vendetta against you for the rest of your life.
Well, no.
Hold the police to account, please. Do me a favour.
You do have rights, you know. And
Oh,
it's
please!
how you go. It's
What
how you
world
go
are you
about
living
it.
in? You're coming in. You're making
Not
out that we
England.
live in a perfect world in which
I don't live in England, where it's there's a lot of
Fucking
police
hell.
corruption, which has been exposed. If you haven't noticed, guys,
Oh look,
lots and lots of police corruption in England. You not noticed how many people have been exposed recently, and who has been exposed recently?
look. The only way people get exposed is by people like you and I fucking naming names. I totally get. Okay, but another time. You know, the police don't fucking help you. That's my personal opinion. You may tell the audience otherwise, but from my personal opinion, the police don't fucking help any way, shape, or form. You know,
Yeah.
we've got to do this between ourselves for our own intel sharing. I can get what Convert says because you're not sharing the intel, right? And I can see him getting frustrated about it. Hi, Katie.
Well, how do you think I found out?
Well, I don't know. How do you find it?
I went to,
Evening, Matt. You good?
Hi,
went to
Katie.
the police. That's how I found out. So I'm not talking shit.
So you went to the police and you got the mouses. Now look,
The mouse made a video, an accusation about me. So I went to the police and checked it all out, and they found out their identity.
yeah, but
who
you
they
went
were,
to the
where they
police.
were.
It wasn't through the right.
That's
it
a fact.
You didn't go through the same channels, did you, Brian? And I'm
Because
not going to
in
say
England.
anymore.
I'm not in England. That's why.
You're not right. Okay. There you go, everyone. Brian has got a hotline to the police. So Brian knows who the mouse is because the police have told him. Brian obviously has had a different experience of the police because he lives in Scotland. That's what I'm getting at. What you're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, very good.
It is, evening, Brian. It is quite worrying when you give out information with such conviction, especially like with people that haven't had that experience. I mean, in the normal world, in policy, procedure, law, legislate, yeah, in the normal world, yeah, that's meant to happen. And this isn't to put any disgrace on the police force any further than what they've done their own selves. But at the end of the day, they've not been abiding by certain policy, you know. So how you've been able to get that help, and that's fantastic for you. But to try and say that to Matt, like you know, he struggles with even trying to understand, find out who James is and who all these other people are that keep making reports about him. So for you to be able to get that, I very much doubt it, and that's why. I mean, if it's true, then that's fine. But I've got my right to believe, and if it was, you wouldn't just then say it, knowing people have had their own struggles, or but it's just a bit, yeah, random. So, I mean, on the subject of it all, I don't know what we were talking about other than Convict bringing it up, but it is a good question. But at the same time, it's, yeah, if you know, then you know, but then you're kind of like hanging it like a little like dangling carrot in front of people's face. Do you know what I mean?
And we are meant
So
to be friends.
until proven otherwise, I very much doubt
I've
it.
hardly ever
Until proven
spoke about
other,
it.
yeah, but because you've gone so vehemently
It's
about
everyone else.
allegations.
It's everyone
Yeah,
else.
but I mean, you know,
about
like Deke Hagi and all of this and all these other people that you're willing to speak about, but then you say that you have evidence to provide, but you won't provide. It's like a dangling carrot to people, and people that seem to be interested in finding out, and it will annoy because of the whatever's gone on. So other than that, I just don't think it's, whether or not you're in a different country, then that would be cause for another concern as to why your country is not sharing the information with England. You know, it is what it is, and I very much doubt people that have tried to go and the police are just going to hand over, unless you had the Psychons team or whatever the team is they call it.
I didn't say everything you're saying. I didn't. I'm like, I don't know what you're talking about, Katie. You're jumping all over the place.
Oh no,
I
I'm
know
not
what
jumping.
Katie's saying.
No, I'm not jumping. No, Brian, I'm
I've
not jumping.
only said,
You,
Katie.
you
I've only
claimed that the
said
police
one
gave you the
thing.
name. No, don't get rolled. You
No,
claimed that
well,
the
don't
police
rile
told
me,
you the
Katie.
name.
Don't twist
I'm not
my arm.
rolling you. No,
I've only said one thing,
I'm
Katie.
no. Look, look, please.
Get it right. Get it
It's a-
right.
You said okay.
Yes, right.
You say it again. Okay, you get it right, and I'll listen again.
I know who the mouse is because I went to the police and I found out. It's as simple as that. If someone goes
Right.
around saying things about you, you have a right to know who your accuser is.
Okay,
Right?
yeah. Okay.
Right. In
Okay.
Scotland, right, you can.
Oh,
Right.
what law is that? What specific, do you know? The clause that they use? Because I'm sure, like, we do kind of have a United Kingdom. It's kind of covered in... But there may be some specific ones you've got that overpower. I don't know. Because obviously with the Scottish connection, this yeah. How would that information be withheld from the English and Welsh, Irish and other police that need that information?
That's my point. I mean, if people aren't giving you the information of someone who's doing something to you, why aren't they giving the information? You need to hold the police to account.
The question is why you was able to get it so freely. I mean, what makes you special out of however many people in over however many years that have made reports or may have done about this certain group?
About it, Katie. You're taking
No,
this
I'm just
somewhere
saying
else.
as a comparer case, if it was going to court, you'd be a great comparer case. Because we can then now say, well, look, here we have this Brian PC, and he said that he's been able to access it. Can you please, you can be a comparer case as to why, and as to show that you managed to get something done that many other people didn't.
And
So it is a special case. I'm interested because you seem to be the only case that have been given specific information that you claim that you've been given. And if you hold on to that and you have that evidence, then you would then present it like the others, but you're not. So
well, but you don't speak for me, Katie, so you can't say what I'll do, can you? And
no, I'm speaking for
I only
myself. I'm
said one
speaking what
thing.
I'm observing.
All right,
I'm
you're
not
speaking for
speaking for you.
yourself. Right, you're giving
Yeah.
your opinion. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. I'm my observations.
I've already gave my opinion, and no one seems to like it. Well, that's fine.
Opinions aren't
Yeah,
their opinions are like ourselves.
wrong.
Everyone's got one, but like
Yeah.
we need facts and evidence, as you know. Like with the DECA and all of that stuff, we need facts and evidence, and people are being asked for their acros and all of this to provide evidence, and all of these fights are going on, and people's homes are being smashed, and God knows what else is being created. But at the same time, you're able to access certain information that so that's why I say I have the right to reserve my opinion, I have my right until further evidence is provided to back up your claim, because you're making a serious claim.
Well, have you been to the police about them yet? About whoever is causing you harm?
That's rhetorical. That wasn't.
Well, I'm asking you because I don't know.
Yeah, but I'm not here to answer those kind of questions, am I? I'm asking
All
why
right,
you're
I've
not.
just answered all your questions. Is that what you mean?
No, you don't have to. I mean, you don't have to, but you're the one making the claim. You're the one making the claim, so therefore you're open
that's correct.
to questions.
It's not a court.
Yeah.
It's not a court conversation.
Of course it is in the public interest. Under Section 3 as well, you're not doxing anybody. You're not. If it was truly to prevent crime, then Protection from Harassment Act, Section 3, I think you're protected because it prevents crime, doesn't it? So what you'd be doing is in the public interest. Clearly, I'm a member of the public and I'm interested in what you've got to say. That's now two members of the public interested in what you've got to say.
Yeah.
So should we log up more and see how many members of the public are interested in what you've got to say, and whether you can back up your claim? I mean, do you know what I mean? The law would still stand, whether it comes to going.
No, obviously it doesn't. Obviously, the law doesn't stand because you haven't got anywhere with it.
But it does. If you make an accusation, you've got to back up your claim, haven't you?
Well,
I've been made to back up all mine. To this day, I have to.
I've not made accusations towards the mouse.
No, you've made an accusation or made a claim that you are aware of the identity of the mouse and that the police in Scotland gave you that.
That's not an accusation.
No, claim.
On what ground did you ask the police for that sensitive information then? If you hadn't made a complaint,
because I'm sure data protection covers Scotland.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or are you getting, for example, have you got a friend in the police force that you're getting past information that?
I've already said before. I've got family who are in the police. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you're getting
But
it
not-
through that way rather than
No,
anything.
no. See what I mean? That's exactly what I'm talking about. People think that you do that. No, I didn't. No, I've never done that.
Well, if you haven't made a
I'm
complaint
just
against
wondering,
someone,
it just
data
seems to be
protection.
Yeah, I don't
prevents-
understand why people are getting elevated about something I've just told the truth about.
elevated.
all
I'm
want
not
to
sure
know
what
who
you're
the
getting
mouse
so
Yeah, I mean-
heated. I'm not sure what you're getting so heated
Yeah.
about something so simple.
Yeah.
It's not hard.
Well,
You're a
Justin,
grown man. You're not. I
Justin,
mean, this is
Katie,
getting silly, isn't it?
and Matt are asking me stuff. I'm just not going to dog someone. It's as simple as that. Not
I'm not
allowed.
asking you to do that here. I'm just saying. Saying to you, I don't believe it's true. I'm calling out you. Basically, I'm calling you out on your bullshit. If that's the better word to put it, it's not
Right.
true what you're saying. Until further evidence or anything else is supplied, I don't think anybody should believe that you think that you know the name of the mouse. And then you say hundreds of them, people in this group, and will provide the evidence. I'm not the only one.
Mhm.
Look, the
that
mouse
it?
has affected all of us, so that's why it's such a contentious issue.
Well, I don't think they're a problem. I just think they're bullshit.
Yeah, okay, well, you obviously haven't come under the same spotlight as other people have.
You
Katie
do
included.
understand that given your connections to PCs and your ability to work your way around them, the other question would be, have you hacked the mouse? And is that how you obtained the data?
No,
And
I've not done
that's
anything
another
illegal.
question. That's another
No.
question, isn't it?
No, I resent that question. It's pretty rude, but there you go.
It's only a question. It's just that you know your
Pretty
way
rude,
around
okay.
PCs, Brian PC, and
It's
you've
pretty
got people in
rude,
the
okay.
police force. But
You're making
it's, as I
accusations.
say, you
okay,
are an
it's not
exceptional
okay.
case. It's not. I'm making an observation. You are an exceptional case.
I don't think it's okay.
I can prove so.
What
do
in
you mean?
England?
I can prove so. You're an exceptional case. Okay, so what other person has done what you've done
Right.
regarding
Okay.
the mouse?
So if someone
So
does something,
has Brian
to you-
Harvey?
okay,
Has
can I
Brian
just?
Harvey managed to?
Well, you asked me one question at a time, and I'll answer. If
Okay.
someone does something to you, if someone assaults you in the street, if someone does something to you, and
Oh, I
you
don't need that rhetoric about
hang
the
on,
law.
hang on. Just let me just make the point. There's too much
Yeah, but
talk,
why?
and not enough
Yeah, but why
answers.
exactly? Why talking about that? I only asked a question. Does Brian Harvey
Because
know the information you're privy
I'm
to?
answering the previous question and the
Okay,
previous
all right.
question before that, and you just keep rapid fire. I don't talk to people that dictate questions to me. That's not polite. It's not the right way to ask.
Well, you're not going to find politeness on YouTube, and you find all kinds of people with all kinds of
I
different
think
styles.
the thing is, I think you can act like I think I'm being as polite as I can to you. I think you're being rude and obnoxious, but you can carry on and answer. I'm not
I've
going to
already said
argue.
I'm not here to dox people.
That's
I'm
it.
not here. I'm not here to
I didn't
harass
ask you
people
to do
or
that. So
annoy
stop trying to
people.
twist it. That's what I'm
No,
saying.
no,
You're going off on a
no, I'm not
tangent.
I'm
If
not
you want to
twisting it.
answer,
No,
if you want to answer whatever you were saying, and
Okay.
then maybe answer the question. If you
Answer what? Which one? Because you've asked me about 9.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I can't remember. You said you wanted to say the other one, but the one regarding Brian Harvey, have you given him the
And you've
information that you're privy
you've
to?
not allowed an answer, pretty much.
Oh my
Maybe
gosh,
two,
here we go.
two
No,
answers.
you're great. Carry on. Sure. Okay.
You've asked
You
about 9
okay?
questions and allowed 2 answers.
No.
Like there's some sort of professional
No, it was 2 a minute ago.
questioner.
If you start it
What's
again,
that
you're going to
about,
forget.
Katie?
You're going to
What's that about,
forget. Do you want me
Katie?
to ask it again?
What is that about, Katie?
No, Brian. No, thank you. Do you want me to ask you again? Or have you forgotten already? You did say
Which
that your
one?
mind was...
There's 7 questions that you asked me.
Oh, have I? Can you remember all 7 of them? If you can remind me.
No.
Could you just manage to remember 2 and then to 7?
Well, there was you mentioned about Brian, which was after, and you said that while I was replying to the previous question, and then there was other
What was
ones.
the previous
other things you were
question?
saying. Well, you
Yeah,
tell
what are
me,
the previous...
Katie, because it all got jumbled up,
Oh,
Katie.
you're trying
and-
to create some kind of distortion here. Like, what was the previous question?
No, I'm saying that you're actually doing that.
Oh, okay. Can you answer the main question we can remember? Can you answer the question we can remember then? Because maybe it's our old timers, isn't it? Maybe we're getting a bit old. Should we answer the question that I have asked, or you don't want to? The one regarding Brian Harvey. Did you give him the information that you claim you are privy to?
I have no idea what you're referring to. right now? Remind me? Because that was a pretty vague question.
Okay. You claim to be privy to the information of the identity of the mouse given to you by Scotland Police. Knowing that information, have you given that information to Brian Harvey?
No comment. No.
Mm,
No.
Okay, interesting.
interesting.
I don't think that's. I mean, if Brian wanted to ask me that, he'd ask me it. You know, but I've not.
I'm not talking for
I've
Brian.
never
I'm
spoken
asking for
to-
myself.
Yeah.
I'm
Why is
talking
that
for
important
We're
to
myself.
all
you?
friends here. I thought we were
Why
all
is that
friends.
important to you? That Brian has nothing to do with this, as far as I'm aware.
Well,
Okay.
indirectly,
So
yes.
even though
Why are you involving Brian in it?
even though he's had many videos where he's got annoyed with this subject you speak of, you've not helped
And
your friend
Brian
out.
has interacted with us before. Brian has mentioned Katie.
Well, I'm not
No, sorry.
aware of all that stuff that you're talking about. Not all of it, no.
Mm,
Maybe that's why.
Yes, you are.
yeah, you are.
You wrote all the messages and comments when Nikki, Lee, and I fell out.
You're aware of everything, Brian.
Yeah.
What do you mean? But what are you referring
No,
to?
you-
There's so
Don't
much
worry, you're feeling
under-
attacked now. I guess you're feeling attacked. Look, this is not to
No, I'm
attack.
not feeling
It's just-
attacked. I'm just.
I
You
did
need,
you. Yeah,
need to get to the point of what you're saying. Like you wrote
I
all the
did.
message. What messages did I write, and where did I write them to, and where did I actually do it?
Oh, your
What
comments
messages
in
are you talking
response.
about?
When Nikki Lee came onto Matt's channel and I was on there and we had it out and we've since spoken about it since or made well with each other, but there was a point where it all rolled up. You were in the comment section from that period. You've supported Brian Harvey for. I remembered you from Brian Harvey's chat due to supporting Brian Harvey for many years.
Well, yeah, because he was being harassed by the police.
Yeah, but you claim to know the identity of the people who he claims to be being harassed by.
I just thought we were a community of people who looked out for each other. And obviously, you know, you're keeping something from us that we're all desperate to know.
Well, there's probably.
Well, he doesn't have to disclose it. He's not going to. I'm just saying there's character. He's given the an example or reason that you'll get your channel struck or something if he doxes or if he does this. But actually, I've just given him the law that protects him. It's your channel here. It protects you because in the interest of the public. That's the law that you can use. So you have a right to do that because you're not harassing anybody. You're not doxing anybody.
I'm not wearing
You're
you're
protecting the public from the behaviours and the actions. If that's what you're claiming you have, based on many claims by the public.
Hey, look, it's your decision. You know, I'm not going to tell you.
So
what
who
to do.
needs to
You've
know
made
what?
your decision, and this
But
is
this is why we need courts,
for it.
isn't it? This is why we need. I mean, we should be able to mediate. We should be able to communicate and be okay with things. But people get a bit. The back goes up when the questions are asked. And Brian, I don't mean it in any rudeness, but you do remind me of when I talk to the police and when I talk to social services and when I talk to the likes of professionals and the tactics that's used. Mind, you know, re-asking the questions, going round and round, and making me feel like I'm crazy. I'm not crazy. But they're simple questions and they're simple things being asked, and you're the one making the thing. So, you know,
Yeah, but I'm not
yeah.
the one going around hurting people, though. That's what your claim is.
It's,
I'm not the one. How am I
I
hurting
never
anyone?
made any claim you're
Why are
hurting
you
anybody.
attacking? So what?
I never
you're
made
saying
any
I'm
claim that you're
withholding-
hurting anybody.
No, you're saying I'm withholding information, and I'm not the one
Well,
going around
withholding.
doing bad
Okay,
things
well,
to people. So why are you attacking me?
withholding information does cause emotional harm, actually. So maybe then you could be under that definition. I don't know. You can look it up. Withholding
Going back to
information
that
does cause emotional harm.
carrot on the stick. You're withholding information, but you're reminding us that you're withholding it, and I think that's what gets our backs up. Being reminded that you know.
But again,
and we don't.
as Justin said, he does have a choice. He can do what he wants, but it doesn't mean that people have to respect what he's got to say. And therefore, you know, I'm of my opinion, and I have that right. I don't believe that you do. I'm not just trying to write it in the chat to be hostile, or I just based on all the available information to hand, I call out bullshit. You know, it's
Or lack of it.
lack of what.
or lack of information. Because you don't.
Lack of information with what, but I know what I have to bring to the table, and I don't mind eating alone. And if others like you aren't prepared to think, that's your choice, isn't it? Then I know what I'm dealing with. That's for me. So when Justin says maybe he doesn't want to speak to you, so maybe I understand that, because there's something very wrong, and maybe he has a concern for Matt. And I don't know, but I'm just saying there's something very different wrong. I don't know, and it is picked up. So, but it's each to their own. It's not it's not your will, but all
right, No, you're spot on about that, Kitty. There is something very wrong.
Yeah.
And it's the fact that the individuals that are going around causing trouble to people have them arguing and desperate to find out who they
exactly.
Are. Right?
What fact?
And being mean to people.
Yeah, we've got past that mean words, hurty words, and that's not very nice, and that's not very polite after being a passive aggressive. No,
just falling into their game.
I don't fall into anybody's game. I stand alone and speak for my own. I see what I see, and it doesn't get me many friends, but that's been probably, it's in my childhood records. I've been very vocal. I don't care whether you're family, friends, or whatever. Wrong is wrong, and right is right. And if I'm vocal on it, if I'm wrong, point me out and correct me. But so far, you can't provide any evidence or proof otherwise, and that's fine. So I have the right to choose what I want to. You're the one getting offended by it, by being said, because you're the one making a claim.
Well, you're making lots of claims, Katie.
Right.
I've already said my piece.
I'm making observations. I don't claim to know who you are. I don't even know who you are. I'm making an observation, and quite an analytical one as well, because things that you're saying just don't add up. How could you be the only, as I say, special complex or special comparator case? So, because you're in Scotland, well, then Scotland, we've got an issue.
I'm not.
But you are.
No, I'm not, Katie.
Okay, so the other people have, yeah? They've been given, so you can categorically say that. You know another person that has had the exact same treatment you have in regards to the same person.
No, I mean, you're putting words in my mouth again.
No, I'm not. That was a question. You had the right to answer the question, not divert from it.
I'm not completely
honest. It's a diversion. That's the diversion, okay?
Look, if you think I'm being dishonest, that's
fine.
saying
it's not about that. I'm saying I know that there are many other people. I know there are many other people that have had issues or have gone to the police, whatever, regarding this same person, but you get special treatment is what I'm saying. So that makes you a comparative case. And it'll be interesting to see and understand what laws in your country they managed to use, or what teams they used. Was it under the Terrorism Act? Was it the Cyclones team? Was it the digital intelligence team?
There's no point in speaking because you don't listen.
No, I do listen, Brian. Don't tell me what I do and don't do. Okay? You didn't say I'm putting words in your mouth. Tell me who I am and who I'm not. I do listen.
I can't get in a word in edgeways.
No, stop lying.
Okay, so is it okay if I speak now, Katie? You okay with that?
Play your mind games, but continue.
No, I'm not. There's no mind games, Katie. So
carry on.
Stop making accusations first. Right, that's
Brian, continue and stop backtracking, backsliding, okay? Just continue what you said.
I'm not going to go and dox someone that's irrelevant. Right, someone that just goes and says bullshit online because the person that I spoke to told me who they were. Because to me, they're not important. I'm not aware of everything that person's done, only what they said about me, which is not true. So there you go.
You're not aware of everything.
Before I forget, you just said the person you spoke to told you who they were. So the person you spoke to was the police, yeah? You can't have it both ways.
Not at first, no. No, it wasn't, no.
regardless, you said it was the police, and now you're saying that somebody's told you. Now you're hiding an identity of another person, so you're including another
Not at
character
first.
into the
No.
story.
No,
Look, you're
like,
including now another character into this story. This is getting
it's not a
interesting.
story. It's not a story.
Yeah.
Well, it's your story. It is a story at the
And your
moment.
story's
It's your
changing.
story. Okay, you have your story. I have mine. Everyone has their own story of what goes on.
Yeah.
But now people can argue that you're the mole, Brian.
The mole. Oh my God, Matt.
And that's what happens when you don't share everything. People come up to their own conclusions.
Well, yeah, that's what the mouse is doing as well, and that's what other people are doing. So there's no
What's
change.
it?
We don't know who the mouse is, so it's
Sorry,
irrelevant.
what is the mouse? What did you say the mouse is doing?
Well, I'm not aware of everything the mouse is doing.
Yeah, I find that a bit.
No, you just said that's what the mouse is doing. Oh my gosh, are you confusing us? What? Are you okay?
You know very well what
You
the
said
mouse
that's what the mouse is doing, or something like.
No, I'm not
No,
aware
you've
of
got
See,
your
I
eye
don't
on
want to make
everything.
you. I just feel that you feel really awkward or something. Like
No, I just
you know,
don't understand the line of questioning. Like, it's like the fucking
Yeah,
Gestapo.
I know this
Oh,
is probably a
me too.
reason why Danny Jones and others don't like me going up, because I kind of like my brain. I've got questions and I can ask. I can only ask, but I don't know why people get so pissed off. Because you've all got
I like
loads to say
answering questions.
with
We don't
very
want to
little
answer
to say.
them, right?
So many people are speaking with very little to say.
It's
But
not a
I
crime
like to get to the nitty gritty points. To pick
It's
out the
not a
bits
crime to
that
talk, Katie. It's not a crime
Pardon?
to talk. It's not a crime to speak, Katie. I'm aware of that.
I never said it was a crime to speak. It is a crime to troll, harass, and stalk people.
Spot on.
The fuck? It is a
That's right.
crime to do that. Yeah. And you're not preventing it. That's up to you. If that's what you've got on your good, that's your choice. That's cool.
That is my choice.
Exactly.
Well, don't expect everybody else to to slap you on the back and go, "Oh, good choice."
I'm not expecting anything.
And I think Justin was making the point. That's what he was saying about he's made a choice not to talk to you outside of YouTube, or maybe that's his choice. Because it's there's choices, isn't there?
Choices.
Charming.
Yeah, I don't feel pressured by your questions at all.
Okay, cool.
Okay, yeah.
Well,
There's no
anyway.
one should feel pressured about anything, especially answering questions. But so you handle pressure quite well, then, by the sounds of it, Brian.
Yeah, I'm just used to it. Yeah, I'm just wondering why all the 50 questions. Yeah,
Because
or
we
9
love
questions.
I certainly don't want to go
why?
through life namby-bamby, being nice to everyone. I want to get to the crutch. I want to get to the genitalia.
Not everyone works the same, Matt. Not
Yeah.
everyone,
Well, there again, it has got me in trouble. It has got me a criminal record, and I'm living a daily nightmare. So, there is a dark side to doing that, and maybe your way is the best way. Keep it to yourself, regardless of if it pisses off other people. I totally get your way. In a way, I wish I had done it your way. Mandy says, we've gone past nasty words. Do you know the identity? Doxed tens or hundreds of people. Do the right thing and hand that name. And the police. Talking about doxing, it's very well. I mean, I always thought doxing was the address, but you're saying someone's name is doxing. That's great, not doxing the mouse. But yet the mouse has had no problem doxing fucking everyone and anyone. But hey, that's shows you're a good bloke.
Well, I'm not aware of all that. I'm not honestly.
No,
hands on my heart. Swear on my daughter's life. No. Hang on.
At the start of the conversation that
I'm not aware.
You've
just made me aware.
What's going on?
You've just made me aware, right, that the mouse has doxed hundreds of people. I've not seen any. I've not seen any evidence of that.
Right.
Right. And the people I was talking about, you've just turned around and said that
That's very interesting. Hold on,
they
that's
know
very
everything. Hang on.
interesting.
No,
Hold on,
you're
that's very interesting because
you've just
Marie
turned
made
around
a
and
claim
said
there, and you've said you've not seen any evidence. Do you hear
what?
yourself?
I don't watch the mouse.
No, Marie or Lenny. Who's made the claim? Who said? Yeah, about mouse doxing loads of hundreds of people. Was it Marie?
No, it was Matt. Matt just said the mouse had
You read
doxed
out a
100
comment.
people.
He read
All
out a
right.
comment. I think it was Marie's comment, and you said there's no evidence. So
No,
same
I'm
as
not
yours. There's no
aware. I've
evidence for
just
your
been
claim.
made aware.
We're not aware of any
made
evidence for
aware.
your claim. We're only just being made aware that you've now added a third person to the mix. The person that you spoke to, plus the police in Scotland. So
Yeah.
You know very well what a vile individual that mouse is and what he's done to people, because you're one of us. You're part of the crowd. You've watched it with us live with us
good
for
night
the
to you,
last
man.
3-4 years.
Yeah, but I mean, offence must be taken.
Offence must be taken. We
That's
haven't
what you
entered the comedy. Yeah, but we haven't entered the comedy club. Or what do you mean?
Well,
It's
that's
not
what
about
Matt said.
offence being. Yeah.
Offence must be taken. You know?
Okay. So why do you take so much offence?
I'm not. I just don't get what all the big deal is about. When I literally was not aware that
I don't get.
that claim, as someone said, that Matt just voiced out that I thought he was saying that the mouse had doxed hundreds of people. I wasn't aware of that, because what my crowd were doing was to a completely different thing.
Oh, okay. So maybe a completely different question. How long have you been online or experience of the internet world, chat people communicating?
You first.
Oh,
No, I asked
Brian,
you.
No, you
Brian.
first.
I've
And
said
I
it many
want to
times,
change what I
but
said to mouse. I want to say the
No.
mouse
no,
has had no problem
do you know, like when I
everyone
talk to
and
you,
anyone.
it's really frustrating because you do the same thing as another, and it's why do you do that? Why? Just why?
Evasion.
Because you've just given me 50 questions,
It breaks
Katie.
down
That's
to
not very polite.
communication. It breaks down the communication.
Yeah.
It's not very polite to be rude, and you're being quite rude. You know, diverting, and you're not being very honest or transparent. So
Yeah, and we are transparent,
I
honest.
think I've already been transparent.
no,
I think I've already told you.
Look, I think we should wrap it up. It's not going anywhere. It's 1 o'clock.
yeah. It's good. It's interesting to have a conversation. It's good. As I say, no ill will. It's just hard to communicate with you. So, yeah, I wish you all the best. And yeah, thank you, Matt. And
thank you, Katie. Thanks, Brian.
Well,
thank you, Brian.
listening. Thanks for listening, Katie.
Thank you, Brian. Thank you, Matt.
Katie, I do care. Just so you know, I do care about what's going on. I'm not like an ignoramus to what's going on, but I'm not aware of everything, Katie.
That's fine. Maybe you shouldn't be. Maybe you'd be a bit too. Well, I wouldn't say anyway. Maybe you shouldn't be ignorant. In some sense, it's not as you say ignoramus, but ignorance is bliss. And as long as you can be blissful to situations, then don't open those doors. It's fine. That's a choice. So, yeah, that's your choice, and I respect it.
I've simply not had the time, Katie, to do what the research other people have done. But I do have people researching
come across.
Things. Look, I can't give the answers to every question.
Information about what happens on the internet, and then you come out with stuff like that.
Yeah.
Sorry?
Well, if you've got people to help you and all of that, then you're richer than you think. You've got time on your hands and people to help, so that's cool. If you're learning time when you're ready, if you choose to.
It was because I didn't have. It was because I didn't have all the information that I reached out to people who were able to help me to find stuff out.
Well, okay. Yeah.
Let it be known you're not helping anyone by keeping that stuff to yourself. But look, it's late for me.
It's not even for me. It's just a general question, really. It's not like I even want to know. I just don't believe it is there. So I just think it's misinformation. It doesn't help people without evidence backing it up. So I don't think it should be
That's true,
brought up
Katie. I
again.
believe in that as well.
Yeah,
That's
so then
true.
maybe referring to
Mm.
as far as I'm, and the conclusion here is that you don't know
I've
until
not had enough
proven
time,
otherwise.
Katie. I've not had enough time to do, like, to spend online looking at certain stuff, and I've
I know,
actually
but
moved past that.
I'm just
a
saying
long
you had the
time
time to go to the police and you had the time to inquire about something that affected you or offended you online that was said about you. And that's okay. That's for you. But I don't have to. I don't know who you are, to be fair. And I don't. As I say, it's a very exceptional case, special case comparer for other people. Maybe you could give them your reference and crime reference for when your police investigated that, because I'm sure there should have been one before any investigation was undertaken. So, yeah, if you do have that, I'm sure that will help for England police or anybody else. And maybe if that's where they can contact, then it's up to them. So you don't have to put it out there. You don't have to do, or you don't have to. But
I could just tell the police that already know about it. Yeah.
No, that's not the case. It's about other people if they're able to access it in England. So either way, as I say, if evidence is provided that you have, then people will then be able to given the informed choice and consent to be able to go and do what they wish to, and be able to use the same tactics your police force used. And yeah, hopefully, justice needs to be seen to be done, as they say. But if, as I say, it's up to you. It's your choice, isn't it? But until then, that's not a claim I'm going to be going with, and I don't think it should be brought up, and I don't think that you should be going around saying that you do know when you don't. And that's it.
I do.
But obviously, to you, you do, and you might believe that. But then we don't. For all I know, you could have some split personality disorder. You could do what? You could be anybody.
Well,
and you could also believe that. So I believe that you believe that, but I decline to believe it to be the truth.
I believe I know who it is.
Now you believe
it again. Well done.
So, look, you either believe that, all of those, it's up to you, and you're welcome to that. But I haven't got the time really to figure. I'm not a psychologist or to figure out what the hell's going on. Okay.
Yeah, Lenny, I am according to the chat. Yeah, no, it doesn't work like that, mate. Honestly.
You are what? Sorry.
An MI5 agent, a triple agent.
No, I don't think you are. Yeah, you can be Yeah. Even if you were, it doesn't matter. Even if you were, it doesn't matter. Suella Braverman likes to cover up for the MI5 agents and not out the man who batters his wife, because it will be detrimental to his health because he's an MI5 agent and he could get killed. But he can just go around and back. It's in the news last year. So don't worry. We as the public, what you say, we can just call the police. No, it's all of this. They're an MI5. You never know. Anybody could be. Anybody could be. And then we have our own government covering up for violence.
Well, I want to know who was harassing Matt as well.
So yeah, that's if we get to the truth of the fact. But I doubt you are. Maybe, may not be. Either way.
I've personally seen the mouse as my promotionalist, my publicist. I mean.
Pardon?
I've personally seen the mouse concerning me as my publicist. He's only kind of like put out stuff which I would have put out myself. So
your videos.
Yeah. I mean, there was one week
10
hours of my stuff, and it was like, wow. And he was broadcasting the stuff that I'm not allowed to by court order. Of course, but I'm also very aware of the damage Mouse has done to you and other people.
It's just the top of the conversation here. What got me really was the police, the advice about the police, and you can just call them up and then you
Yeah,
can
that was
just.
triggering me.
It's
It's
just
like
at
I'm
the
really
end of the
happy that
day,
you called the
it's
police,
not
Brian,
good
but
advice to go around saying that. It's not okay. Maybe you've had that great experience, but that's not the true case for everybody. And those who try to talk about their experience are made out to be somewhat crazy. Yeah. So just
but
be mindful of what's being said, especially when the audience that you're watching haven't had that great experience you have.
and public opinion has definitely been against you tonight, Brian. Are you? Have you been in this position before with public opinion against you? It
No,
certainly happened tonight. That's for
no,
sure.
no. I've never been in this position before, folks.
Well, it's a fair, and this is what I like. This is real stuff. It's the nitty gritty. I personally think you're just a normal bloke, Brian. Who's very generous. You know, you're just a normal bloke. But I can see how the audience, only because we have all been victims of the mouse. I can see where everyone's coming from. I like to think I can see all angles. But listen, I'm concerned that I'm keeping Tony awake with my voice. I'm sure I'm not. So it's cool. We can go to 3 hours, okay? We're only 20 minutes away.
Not online, I've not. But I've had some people say some stuff, but I've let a lot of it go.
So I'm just laughing at Lenny. Wind your naked, squire. Thanks, Lenny. Lenny's had a few drinks today.
Thanks,
Look,
man.
Marie can be scathing in her condemnation. Oh, let's get that off the screen. Shout out to Katie, Truth Warrior. Shout out to Mandy in the house. Shout out to show sponsor Brian PC. Whistleblower or a snitch. He's a snitch and a whistleblower at the same time. I haven't broke out since March. Come on, give me this.
What do you think?
Son.
You think people should just be bullied?
Who's being bullied?
Well, I'm talking to Mandy.
Yeah, who's being bullied?
Horace.
Well, Horace
So,
is bullying you. Hold on. Are you
hang
saying
on.
Horace is bullying you?
No, I'm saying Mandy Marlins. Thanks for confirming. You're an absolute dickhead, Brian. Okay.
That's
I
not
just told the
bullying.
truth. I just told the
That's
truth.
not bullying. But I don't mean it rude. Are you saying that's bullying?
I read the wrong chat. I
Okay.
read Horace as Mandy.
Sorry, I don't feel that. I did laugh at the comment, but like, it's frustrating. Yeah, it is frustrating, and people do. Yeah, it's maybe a different choice of words. I don't know, but that's.
listen, YouTube is a cut and thrust environment. And it's interesting that this is the first time you've experienced something like this.
Matt, it's not the first time I've experienced bullying before.
Online. Oh, yeah, I missed what you said.
And you got to remember, I moderate the community, so I'm used to all this nonsense. And it is horrible. I understand now why people are so upset.
Good. I'm glad you did, because in the same way, I understand.
The same way I would talk here is no different than I would talk on the phone outside of YouTube, or if I'm calling. So it's no different. Obviously, shouting, screaming, maybe I might swear, but as in, I don't really see what the issue is. Here, I'm just feeling it awkward because it seems awkward to ask simple questions online, and people don't want to be. They want to be online and they want to be a presence, but they're hiding behind names and masquerading around and making claims, and it's just.
Yeah, they are.
But I get the impression, Brian understands our concerns now, which maybe he may not have done before the evening started. So it just proves how good it is to talk about things like this, get it all out in the open.
Now it's making sense.
What bit? Sorry.
That's
What
good.
bit's making sense?
That if that person has done this to hundreds of people.
I don't think I used the word hundreds. I did say he's done it to all of us. We'll have to read back, you know. But yeah,
How do you know it's a he, Matt?
I don't, Brian. You do.
No, Brian thinks it's a she.
Well, Brian thinks it's Sparkle, isn't it?
This is where I'm saying.
At first, I wasn't sure. At first, I thought my first initial thoughts were, "Oh, this is Matt winding us up, being silly."
What, you thought I was the mouse?
Initially, at first, like when I first sort of came on your show and stuff, I wasn't sure what was going on, and I wasn't too alarmed about the mouse. But I mean, obviously, my
I think
journey is
that's
completely
rubbish.
different from everyone
saying
else's
that.
here. So
Sorry.
I can't speak for everyone else's journey.
I've got to pick you up there. I think it's rubbish that you thought I was the mouse when you first came on. I don't believe, and I'm not buying that for a moment.
No, what I mean, but I thought there was multiple. You were making up multiple accounts, and then it would discover that it was someone else who was making up multiple accounts because that seemed to be the thing. And then we discovered it was someone making multiple accounts.
That was over on Sharon's around the December 2020 time or something, January 2021.
Yeah, so we're going back years here. Just
Did you? Okay, that's from Sharon Gale and when Brian Harvey speaking. That might be where you heard about Matt. These multiple accounts because somebody kept cloning his account, Fast Driver or something. That's what I remember. That's how I came across Matt's channel. Him being spoken about.
I mean, initially at the start of it, I never gave Matt much attention, but then I thought he was quite witty and funny, and I just seemed to be drawn to him for some reason. And then I sort of heard about everything that was going on, and I took an interest in it.
You came over to Matt when Nikki and Brian came in.
Yeah, I mean, I can only tell you my experience of it. I'm not here to like upset anyone, honestly. I mean, it's just not me. I just don't do that, you know.
Yeah, and you're not upsetting anyone, Brian. Don't worry. We're all cool.
I just find it a very difficult situation to be in now. And
hey, listen, that's
and I can honestly say, as someone who's put up with abuse before, and who's been bullied before, I do have empathy for people. It's not now I understand a bit more of what's actually going on. I've been very busy recently, and I am quite busy doing other things. So I wasn't aware that it was all still going on, if it is.
Okay. So for once I was blind, now I see.
I thought people were actually teasing. I thought people were just teasing the mouse or other people. I wasn't aware that it was going on as much as it was, apart from, the videos that Matt was putting out.
It's not recent,
yours, Katie, but I'd missed loads of yours, Katie, from what I understood. So I wasn't fully aware, like I said before, because I'd been busy.
We haven't made any, I haven't made any, the mouse hasn't made any, so we haven't made it, it's being brought up due to what's the topic of conversation. But it's only questioned, it's not to be, by others played on, because it's a topic of conversation. But if people are interested, then that's information you can provide, then that's the choice you've got. People know to come to you, or I just don't think that from here on, saying that you do have it, or just maybe refrain from that.
Well, it's certainly been an interesting chat tonight, and thanks, Brian and Katie, for coming on.
Yeah.
Right.
Are you ready for bed, Matt?
In harsh. I've actually when I think about it, I've dealt with a lot worse before. Now that I recall, back a few years back.
What do you mean deal with it? What's
Um,
what do you mean? Like, I don't mean it rude, but what is difficult about communicating with people? Is there something we should know, or a way that we can make provisions around you rather than you feeling under? You know, it's asking questions. Maybe I'm doing it the wrong way, or but like, yeah, why do you feel so attacked? I don't understand. You've gone through life. You've experienced much in your life. You're a
yeah,
dad. You've gone. You're quite knowledgeable. You're learned. I mean, you deal with PCs, and so I don't understand.
well,
Just as somebody who's been bullied most of her life, as somebody who's gone through all these things, it's
yeah, I've been through all these things.
when I get awkward. It's like
So yeah.
this. Yeah, I just don't understand.
I don't think I'm alone there either. You know, like I do realize there's lots of other people who've been bullied, and you know, I've genuine empathy for someone in that situation.
But you haven't been being bullied. Like, I don't see any videos or people saying things. Or have you managed to work it out with Emma and Brian Cockrell yet?
Who, me?
Yeah, when Helen was giving us all tip.
Oh, I didn't realise there was an issue. I mean,
I just noticed, like, yeah, I don't know why people keep bringing my name up but won't talk to me, and I just wondered if you're all still in communication with each other, because things I've said are coming true and happening.
yeah.
And like when I say that Emma and Brian are being set up,
Yeah.
and people use people's own actions against them and rile them up, and you know that's the way they can get them put in prison, section, all of these kind of things, isn't it?
Yeah.
If we keep goading them and trolling them, and then we'll finally get with them.
Goading away at them and
Keep
being mean to
stalking
them.
them. If we smash up their homes, if we, you know,
Yeah,
if we do all of those things, yeah, if we do all of those things, we can get what we want. We can make them look. We can make the person look unstable, and then we can record the reaction.
Yeah.
That's how I got my criminal record.
Yeah. It's called reactive abuse, man. They dig and dig and dig and dig and dig and dig and poke and poke and poke. When you flip back, they'll clip that bit.
Yeah. Use it against you in a court of law.
Well, they can try. That's why I say that the things people have tried, I've made sure I've kept the contemporaneous documentation of it all. And the people who've clipped, you know, they don't play the before, the after, the middle. It's interesting. The ones that come to be telling the truth. So it's, yeah.
I don't suppose you know the real name to James Hind, dear? Just out of any chance?
That's what I thought. Same soup, different gravy, aren't they?
My initial thoughts were it was, like I was saying earlier, a bunch of different, like a bunch of accounts with one person doing it all.
Oh, you thought I was Hind at first?
So we thought, no, my initial thoughts were that it was one person doing it all. Then I thought, yeah, there's like a little group of trolls messing with one person, and then it opens up into this huge, like, vast field of rabbit holes that they're sending people down.
So do you know who it is? Who James Hind is?
I've never looked into James Hind.
Got you. Okay.
I've honestly, Matt, I thought that maybe that was something that you were dealing with.
Oh, I am dealing with it, yeah.
I mean, well, I'm not assuming that. I just thought.
I'm not going to tell you. I'm not telling you the name. Because I don't want to dox him. I actually know his address as well, and I haven't doxed it as well.
Did you know, Matt? Talking about rabbit holes, something I learned in the last week. You may know of it, I don't know. But the rabbit hole in the farmer's field leads to mystery caves.
Oh, which lead to where? Where did
They're
the caves
in the Cayanton Caves, Cayanton.
Oh, okay.
Caves.
Anton.
near Shifnal in Shropshire.
Right.
But they were used by followers of the Knights Templar in the 17th century, according to legend.
Nice.
But it's like a little rabbit hole that the photographer found, went down it, and then found all of it.
That's brilliant, Katie, because you've given us a definitive answer of where the rabbit hole leads. They lead to the caves.
Talking of rabbit, at least we can say we know where one is. This one.
Damn right. Yeah. Oh,
But
listen.
anyway,
Look,
it's late, so I'm going to say goodnight. Farewell.
thanks ever so much. And it's good that we all finish on a more of an uplifting tune, because it did get heavy there, but it needed to. It needed to get heavy, and you had to get put on the spot. Well, it was Captain Justice, wasn't it? Justice coming in, fucking laying the groundwork, and then fucking off.
I do just have to say, I'm more than happy to be polite and things, and you find your own way. But obviously, you're connected to all these different people, Brian, and through association, I have to be careful because I've been accused of certain things. It's just, it's being wary of who I am speaking to. I understand. I don't know you per se, so I don't mean to come across rude. But if I distance, and it's just, yeah. I do wish
If you
you
keep
all the best.
information from us, we're going to be wary of you.
You do you.
For my own sake of
You
mind,
do
thank
you.
you. All the
You do
best.
you.
And
Guys,
brilliant.
and I'll do.
Yeah.
Thank you for your time. And just, all right. Thank you, Matt. And good night.
Yeah. Thanks,
Be well.
Katie.
All right. Take care.
Yeah. Thank you ever so much. Isn't that great having Katie? We'll all do ourselves.
Great lives. Enjoy our lives.
Well, we're coming up to 3 hours of intense conversation, the nitty gritty, which and I'm so grateful for everyone who got involved in the chat, and you, Brian, because the spotlight has been on you tonight, and you've answered all questions. So thank you for sitting through it and not leaving us.
So, if I have this right, people have a right to face their accuser under law if they take someone to court, and be in court when they are in court, in the gallery at least. So, and it's a lot easier. This is like, people can think what they like. I understand, the different laws in different places. But that's something else that I've been looking into as well. Because a lot of stuff that's been going on here has been going on in my personal life as well, to do with someone I know who have been helping. So it's been, that's why I've been not around as much. There's been other issues going on that I'd rather not say in public, but family issues or friends issues. That's kind of, even though I'm still around, just not as much. It's not that I don't want to help people. It's not that it's not that I won't be helping people. Just by being here and stuff, but I don't want to add fuel to the fire. Do you know what I mean?
Right, you don't want to add fuel to the fire. Okay, then. Yeah, that's fine.
Do you know what I mean? I don't want to make things worse than they are.
It's all choices, yeah. I mean, hey, okay, you don't want. Yeah, that's fair enough. Look, I'm going to say goodbye to you because we're into the last minute, Brian. So, you want to say goodbye to the audience?
Goodbye, everyone. Be well, folks, and take care of yourselves.
Good. Thank you ever so much, Justin.
Thanks to Katie for getting it off your chest. Yeah. Now we'll get it a bit better.
Yes. I say let's get down to the nitty gritty. And goodbye to Lenny. Okay, are you off, Brian? I'm going to coming up to the last 15 seconds. So Brian is out. I just want to say goodbye to everyone. Thank you for joining me tonight. Thank you for all the guests. Thank you for watching Matt Taylor TV. Until the next time, remember, King Arthur loves you as much as I love you too.